Hello there! Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. If everything goes alright, we're gonna review every operator that is going to be released in CN in the next little while, for next 6 months. It's a bunch of them, but hopefully I can go through all of them today, all in one go. I haven't been looking at CN news lately, so I kinda want to go through all the operators and just look at what they do. That's about it. So, I guess we should begin. Let's read out what Santalla does. Today will be a little bit more chill as well. I'm kinda tired, I don't want to stress myself too much, so I'm gonna take things easy today. So Santalla, let's just look at her art first. It's her 0, her 2 art, that's a good art. I like this one. Look at those strong legs she has, that big cat. I think that's a cat. And she has a skin as well. A beautiful skin. On top of that. Hi Samantha. I'm gonna review all the operators in the next 6 months. Because I missed all of them. So it's time to review them. Put myself back on track. Santalla, beautiful girl. She's an AoE caster. Okay. Splash radius 1.1. Her stats. Let's see what her stats are at max level. What 6? So let's compare her stats. I actually have something prepared here for us to compare the stats. Let me just show you. There you go. Now we can compare some stats with some other operators. So Santalla. Let me pull this a little bit for me. Santalla gets 640 HP. That's on par. Actually, she has the most HP of all the 5 stars yet. She's a little bit tankier, her defense is a little bit higher as well, 1 point extra from Skyfire. And her attack is a little bit... it's on the mean. She's the third among the 4 of them. But it's nothing out of the ordinary, it's not unexpected. She has 20 res, as always. The class always has that 20 res. Hi Ruby. This isn't the Leto video. We will get to Leto at some point. She is in the list. Don't worry about it. Okay. So her stats are on par. To be expected. But today we'll see if we find something that is out of the ordinary. Okay. Her talents. After staying on the battlefield for 20 seconds, the attack power is plus 18%. And the resistance is gained. Okay, I am translating this with a add-on, so the wording might be a little bit weird compared to what we have on Yen, but this is Priestess Week, by the way, PRTS. But we can figure out what it's saying. So her talent, she stays on the field for 20 seconds, she gains another 18% attack. That's a nice one. It's basic, it's very boring compared to what we have. Can't believe the dear customer grows sentient and decided to see for himself if he wanted to build units. What a talented Arcanized player. Oh well. It's basic, but it's 18% attack, that's great. She's gonna be stronger. Let's just see what her skill does. S1, generic, doesn't matter. If S2 is bad, we can always use S1. It's what happens with the operators in the game. Let's see S2. Let's just see the M3. The attack range is expanded. The attack interval is greatly shortened, minus 2.4. Okay, she attacks a lot faster. What is the base? What is the base attack interval? 2.9. Okay, the attack speed goes to 1 attack every half second. That's very good. Expanded range, and the attack changes to summoning eyes to random areas within the attack range. Okay, so she can't target during the skill, but she applies 1 second of cold. Okay, so basically, if she doesn't just throws a bunch of ice everywhere, like in just 2 corners separately, she will freeze everyone in her range. That's nice. The SP is a little bit steep, 40 SP and 15 seconds duration, so she will do 30 hits. Okay, and during the skill, the hits have a negative modifier. It's only 90% of her attack. Okay, she will be very good for control, but she won't have a lot of damage. That 40 seconds is a lot though. Actually, it's not that much. Thinking about it, we have a lot of operators with higher skill times that you can say they are still very good for control. Let me just check what is Ethan's timing on his S2 for comparison. Okay, yeah, Ethan is way faster, it's only 25. So yeah, this will be a little bit of a problem, but when she activates the skill, everyone goes frozen. That's nice. I like that. She doesn't have the biggest of damage though. That's something to keep in mind. I think she was the welfare of the event. It's not really random, it has a pattern. I don't remember the pattern right now. So it's more consistent. Okay. That's good. So she will for sure freeze everyone. Basic skills. Let's just have a quick look at them. So she has a dormitory basic skill. Those are kinda ignorable. Station assistant position training room. Okay, we increase the current super special training skill by 10%. Okay, so she has a 30% training skill at best. So her basic skills are useless. Good to know. Let's see what her module does. Deployment cost reduction. Okay, she gets the deploy cost module. I kinda like this one because you guys know how AoE casters kinda have a problem with costing way too much. So that's a nice one. Born in the Cold update. After staying on the battlefield for 15 seconds instead of 20. Oh, let's just look at the third one. 15 seconds instead of 20 seconds. Attack goes to 20 instead of 18. Also, this isn't counting the potentials. So she has like another 2% or something like that. And she gets rest. Okay. A little bit more attack. A little bit faster. It's kind of a boring module. Doesn't really do anything. Gives like 2 extra % attack. And the deploy cost down. Okay. So Santalla. Santalla and Typhoon are from vignettes, so there isn't a welfare. Santalla is the 5-star and Typhoon is the 6-star the banner. Okay. She isn't welfare, she's just on the banner. Well, let's see where I put Santalla. I think I don't want Santalla. I think she's a big ignore for me. It's interesting because she has a lot of freezes she can do. But I think it's only during the skill I didn't see any cold off skill. And it's not really my thing. Let's go to the next. Typhoon. Actually, I can close this one. Good. To be easier later. Let's see Typhoon art. I've seen Typhoon before. I think she's very cute. Look at that S2. Look how powerful she looks. With that Kerberos on the back. I think, no, actually that's not a Kerberos. There's way too many heads to be a Kerberos. She's some kind of demon from the Far North or something like that, right? She's from Summit too. I'm not really sure. I don't know her race. Does it say here anywhere? Oh well, whatever. Let's see her skin. She has a skin as well. I'll be honest, that's a little bit weird. Like, her legs don't feel right. And look how much strain they are putting on the girl. Actually, I can't move the art. Oh well. But look at that bend on her leg. The poor girl's gonna lose her leg like that. Oh well. Typhoon. She's a cute girl. She looks okay. My hype dropped since it was announced. Yeah, that's the kind of thing we have. 6 months and everything. Artist listed as Studio Mountain is interesting. Yep. Typhoon is sarcasm. Okay, she's sarcasm. But let's go. Maybe something with the wiki that they messed up, or maybe they had some problem with the artist. Who knows? She's a... What's the name in English? The correct name of the class? A Besieger. She's a Besieger. She's the second 6-star Besieger together with Rosa. So we'll do some nice comparisons here. Let me bring back the comparison. And let's just pull it down for Typhoon. There you go. That's Rosa's stats right there on screen. And let's compare with Rosa. So, I gotta put here the stats. 290, 100, and potential 6. Okay, I forgot to do that earlier. She has a little bit less HP than Rosa. That doesn't really matter very much. But she also has less defense. So if you're trying to do something very specific with her, like putting her in range of some ranged operators, trying to do some low op shenanigans, she might struggle a little bit more than Rosa because of those little bit lower stats. No survive with those 0 HP. Attack though, she has a little bit more attack than Rosa. We'll see if that makes a difference in the modifiers. Let's see what her talent does. First talent, gradually ignores the enemy's defenses when attacking continuously, up to a maximum of 50% of its defense. Each attack increases the ignore defense ratio by 10%. Okay, so from the 5th attack onwards on an enemy, she's gonna ignore 50% of defense. That's very good for dealing with bosses. No attack within 8 seconds will lose the bonus. What's her interval? 2.4. Okay. That's very nice. 50% defense ignore. Very strong. She's gonna get past everything. Second talent. When damaging each enemy for the first time during the skill period, the attack power increases to 170%. And the target is... Pause. Is this a stun? No. It's slow. Okay, she slows the enemy. That's good. That's very nice. Because think of the idea. She's gonna attack the new enemy. Like, let's say Patriot walks into her range. She attacks Patriot. Patriot's gonna get slowed down for 3 seconds. So she's gonna have time. She's gonna have more time for the enemy inside her range to reach that 50% defense ignore. That's a good combo right there. Good synergy in the talents. I like that. Let's see what the skills do. Skill 1, generic. Although she doesn't have the same generic skill as Rosa, she has an attack speed skill, which is nice because it gives her more synergy with her talent. But let's go for the nice ones. That's what we really want to see. S2. Attack power plus 50%. Each attack launches 2 arrows, attacking different targets first, and has a 40% probability of stunning the target for 1 second. Okay, so from a first glance, this is like a directly upgrade from Rosa's skill, except that the modifier is plus 50%. So if Rosa has 2 targets, they do the same thing. Like if Typhoon attacks only one enemy and Rosa can attack too, they basically do the same thing. But Typhoon can stun a little bit. It's all synergy with her first talent. It's a strong. And the cycle. The cycle is 50 SP and 20 seconds duration. I think I prefer Rosa's cycle. This is where my math degree goes. Heck yeah. She charges the skill the first time really quickly, it's just 8 seconds, so you can just deploy her and use the skill. But I do not like this 20-second cycle. This is the first time she doesn't really synergizes with her talent. Although those 8 seconds she will probably get to the 50% defense ignore, so this is not that bad. She will still deal damage. Let's try to calc how much damage she will do. Let's bring in the calculator. Calculator on screen. Let's see. How much attack does she have again? She has 1189 attack. And we will not worry about the attack module and nothing like that. Let's just use the numbers on screen because that's what I used on my sheet. It's just to have a base, you don't need exact numbers here. So this will be plus 50% and she will attack twice. So this is how much damage she does per hit. Her attack interval is 2.4 seconds. In 20 seconds, let's see. Okay, she can attack only 8 times during the skill. So 35, 67 times 8. How much damage is that? That's 28,000 damage. When you look at Rosa's skill damage, it's lower. And by the way, in the sheet, everything I calculated is considering only one target. Of course, Typhoon's DPS will be higher, so if you have less time to deal with an enemy, Typhoon will be by far much better. But if you have all the time in the world to deal with enemy, Rosa will win by like a large amount, even more if you have more enemies to attack. At least on S2, we'll see S3. Typhoon S2 is unlimited after second activation. Oh, so that's why. I didn't read the yellow part. Silly me. Okay, so that changes things, but you still have to wait for the 50 seconds. It depends on the map. If you don't need to redeploy her, like if you can leave her attacking a boss in an area forever, that's probably good. Then she becomes way more strong than I thought. But otherwise, in shorter maps or in maps where, you know, in maps where she can only activate skill once, that's not very nice. So let's look at skill 3, which is probably where the real damage comes from. That's basically Thorns though. Yeah, that's true. It's Thorns on a ranged tile. Immediately mark a target within the attack range. The attack interval plus 3.1, so it goes to 5.5. That's a lot of attack interval. And the attack becomes a round of arrow rain directed at the marked target. The arrow rain will randomly attack enemies around the marked target, causing a total of 5 times the equivalent of attack power, physical damage, 175, stun for 0.5 seconds. Okay, so the attack interval goes up a lot, but since she attacks 5 times, it kinda cancels out and her attack interval cuts in half, basically. So this... I wonder if this has any splash damage. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's just a targeted arrow. If it is splash damage, that's very strong, because 75 modifier is a lot. But if it is just target, let's see the yellow part, the attack is equipped with 10 rounds of ammunition and ends after the attack is completed. The skill can be stopped at any time. So okay, she can do 50 hits of 175% attack. That's a lot of damage. Okay, bye Ruby. That's true. But I'll put her there when I get to her. And she's a little bit far down the line. So yeah, Typhoon. That will be a lot of damage. Let me just put on the calculator just to see how much damage that skill will do. What was Typhoon's attack again? 1189 times 1.75. That's 2000 per hit, and she has 50. That's over 100 damage if she can spend all her ammo. That's a lot. Like, she can probably kill... That will take a while, and I closed the calculator by mistake. Oh well, whatever. Doesn't matter. That will probably kill most bosses in the game. Like, they won't have a chance. I thought it was splash damage. If it's splash damage, it's even better. Like, then she can kill the boss together with everything on screen. She's a clear all, solve all problems. I think it doesn't have splash. If it doesn't have splash, then you would have to control the small enemies so that she can focus the damage, but still, that's a lot. And she only has to charge for 15 seconds to use the first time. She'll probably kill. That's amazing. We have some... Let's see what those notes are. Selection range of the market targets attack range when the skill is not turned on. During the skill, the attack expands to the entire field. Oh! Okay, so she gets... what do you say? Unlimited range during the skill. That's interesting. So you don't even have to think too much about her range. You can just have one tile the boss goes through and then she can finish it off somewhere else. That's nice. She's very strong. Range damage first, then stuns. Space 1 second apart, then separately. The damage calculator is not direct for normal attack skills. Okay. Yeah, there is a radius. Oh no, that's just for the market. It's 1.3 tiles. If you keep enemies away 2 tiles, that's enough to leave the boss alone. Let's see her basic skills. Typhoon is clearly very strong. But also the enemy can knock out of her range if she already focused on an enemy. So somewhat like global range. Got it. Let's see. Reception room skill. Clue collection, that's 10%, that's not a lot. When working with other semi-operators in reception room, plus 5%. Okay, so she has a 15% clue collection. That's not very good. We have other operators that have 20, and I think there are some that have more than that already. So that skill is not very useful. Assistance position, training room, sniper operator, skill plus 30. If it's a siege, 45. That's a good one. If you raise her first and then you want to raise the other operators of the same class, that's very strong. That's a good one. Very nice. Very bonus on top of this already broken operator. But yeah. Now, being completely honest here, Typhoon. I don't really like how strong she is. That's a little bit too far, to be honest. That's a lot of damage. 100k doing S3. But I think she's cute. I think I'll pull her. Probably. Who is the next on the list? After Typhoon? We have Valarqvin. I hope that's how you pronounce her name. Valarqvin. Let's see her art. She reminds me of... What's her name? Let me see. She reminds me of Tsukunogi. Kinda. I don't know why. Maybe they're related? I don't know. Her Ichu art. That's pretty. I'm not sure what are those details that she's producing from her focus. There's a book on the ground. There's some candles. Is she from Summitu? Yeah, she is. Yeah, she has that mysterious vibe going on. But I don't dig the art very much. She's fine. The cuteness factors in. Of course it does. That's like the most important part. I always hate the op that power creeps your fave. It happens. Nothing you can do about it. The more you can do is just ignore them. She's a shaman. So she is from a new class, right? She's like from that class that debuffs the stuff. Debuffs enemies. Let's see what she can do. Attacks causes arts damage and can cause elemental damage. Yeah, they can do elemental damage on enemies. Okay. Supporter doing debuff stuff. Let's see. Attack interval 1.6. She's not on the fastest side. Let's see how much is the attack interval for a normal supporter. Here. 1.6. Okay, so she just attacks like a normal. Let's see the Cellbinder for comparison. Here, logs 1.9. Okay, so she's a little bit faster than the Cellbinder. She's kinda on the same vein as the other class of supporter. Okay, it's not as fast as you would want. I say it's a little bit on the slower side, but it's a good attack speed. Okay, her stats. Let's see, this won't have a comparison because this girl is a new class, so there's nothing really to compare to. 477. I would say that's kind of what you'd expect for a supporter. They don't usually have all that much attack, even more if it's not a 6-star, she's a 5-star. HP and the defense, she's very fragile. Let's compare to Istina actually. Because Istina has like 0 defense because of her talent. But how much HP does she have? She has 1300 HP basically. Yeah. So she has the same durability as Istina, but with 100 extra defense. Because Istina loses her defense. Oh, wrong one. Interesting. What's hi Remy? Everything going alright? Reviewing those operators? Also, I don't think that you check a Typhoon's module, but it doesn't change that much. That is true. I think I can check it now. Yeah. Let's see what the module does. Let me translate it again. Good. Okay, so when attacking an enemy with weight 3 or more, the attack power is increased to 115. Okay, the 15% when on heavy enemies. That's a nice one. She will be attacking bosses. Bosses these days have weights of 8 plus, so she's fine there. Nice damage. Okay, we'll change the talent. Talent Sharp as Beast updated. I think it's missing a line here. Or no? Oh no, it's just cutting the talent. Okay. When attacking continuously, the enemy defense will gradually be ignored up to 60%. Okay, so she gets another 10% ignore on top of the 50 she already had. The rate increases just to keep the 5 hits. Okay, if no attack is made within 10 seconds. And she gets another 2 seconds to not lose the buff. I don't think this matters too much. The 10 extra % defense ignore will matter because probably we'll get some bosses with way too much HP and then the extra defense ignore will matter for her to kill. But other than that, yeah, nothing too special with that one. Let's continue going with Valarqvin. Oh hell yeah, how many you locked up so far? You can see it on the left side of the screen. We have there Santalla and Typhoon. There's a lot to go through. Maybe we'll be here for a while. Okay, so Valarqvin's her stats, as we said, she's very, very fragile. You can't let her get hit, she will die very easily. Okay, talent. Attack plus 7%, attack speed plus 7%. Okay. So she's kinda like Isna as well, where she gets a SPD with her talent, but instead of losing defense for more SPD, she just gains a little bit of attack as well. Very nice, very nice. Nothing too special. What else? Skills. Let's see what she does with her skills, because it's a new class. I'm excited to see. It's a 7 SP skill. With charges. Okay, it's a manual activation, right? Yeah. No. Auto trigger. Auto trigger, 2 charges. The next attack causes 130 arts damage, 80% of the attack. That's weird. So like, she lowers her attack. Yeah, the attack is only 80% of her attack, but it has a 30% modifier at the end. That's a weird way to put things, but okay. That's fine. It's probably that this 30% applies after res. So I don't know if that matters, because res already lowers multiplicatively, so I think this is just a weird way of putting it, or the translator went crazy. Oh no, I get it. It's 80% of the attack as elemental damage. Now I get it, okay, that's okay. It's 30% modifier as arts, and then 80% as elemental damage. Explodes when accumulation is full, 1000 points. And 2000 points for bosses. Okay, so bosses take less elemental damage. So she's gonna be bad against bosses, I'm imagining. That's the first impression. Causing the enemy to be weakened by 50%, but gradually recover during the period, and receive 800 points of elemental damage per second. Okay. How much will be 80% of her attack? She's gonna do like 380. So she has to attack 3 times for the effect to take place on a normal enemy. And double that on bosses. And it has a self cooldown of 15 seconds. That's a little bit weird as well. But I think it makes sense, right? It's to keep going in the same vein as our operators do with the elemental wheel. Although I didn't see it. Oh, I only tested in Jess Alter so far. She's my first E2 up and I like her kit. Indeed, Jessica, very cute. We'll get there. Oh, this is the IS4 Ops, the one with necrosis. Apparently, yes. Apparently, that's the operator we are looking at. Bad translation. Indeed. It would be better if I knew Chinese, but no, I can't learn it right now. Yeah, it's the free off of IS4. Game press says the next attack deals 100 arts damage. Okay, we figured it out. It looks a little bit hard for her to apply the effect, but it doesn't look like too little damage. Right? I'm not sure. Let's see as true. We'll figure out. Attack speed plus 50. Attack an additional target. Attacks will cause 35% of the attack as elemental damage. Okay. So her whole thing is to apply the elemental damage, 3 hits for normal enemies, 6 hits for bosses. And then those 15 seconds, 800 points of elemental damage per second. This skill attacks 2 targets, 30, 20. This is a good rotation, I would say. I don't mind this at all. It could be a little bit higher, it could be 30-30, but this is good. Even more because she kinda attacks fast enough. If you give her a little bit of attack speed, actually, she gives herself a little bit of attack speed. So she will be able to attack a little bit more. Let's see. She can attack like 15 times or something like that during the skill, which is fine. She can probably apply the debuff 2 times during the skill to a boss or something like that. Maybe, I'm not sure. Nice, I don't have any Eben Balde. I'll check her out when we finally get her. Okay, so this class, I'll be honest, it doesn't look very strong. Because it takes a while to set up, you gotta hit 3 hits, nothing can get in the way. They are already a little bit slow because they are supporters. I'm not sure if I like this class. I'm not impressed. Is what I have to say. And they didn't like her face too much. Let's see her base skills. Reception room skill, 10%. When with Typhoon, she gets plus 15. Okay, so together her and Typhoon will have together 40%. 40%. That's decent. If you don't have anything better, the two of them will do a nice job. Typhoon together with her. And then Elite 2 it gets better. Let's see. Easier to obtain clues that are not already in the clue board. Okay, this changes everything. Typhoon and this girl will be like the best combo in the base. The two of them. Because you just get the clues that you don't have. More times than not. Okay, and then they don't have modules yet. Okay. Let's go here. Let's bring Valarqvin in. And Valarqvin is going to ignore. I didn't find her very impressive. Her base skill is really good, but I'm kinda on the point where base skills don't matter anymore. So I don't have a reason to care about her. Well, goodbye Valarqvin. Next operator, Coldshot. This girl is beautiful, I have to say. And she's drinking. She's also a new class, right? I don't know what is the name. I don't know if they translated already. Probably not, because she didn't come to end. But in the auto translation here, she's being called a hunter. And that's a beautiful E2 art as well. I'm in love, guys. I think she got me. So apparently she's like a bartender or something like that, I would imagine. That's nice. That's a beautiful girl. The thing is, the damage from the element of Fallout is a special new time of damage, so it's not reduced by defense or res. If you can trigger the Fallout, then it's like you deal true damage. That's interesting. That's nice. Judomi mommy. Ignore list, it's over. What can you do? I'm actually very hard to impress in Arknights. I would say. I don't pull a lot. I don't usually save for too many operators. We'll see how many come out of here. Saying I'll raise. Saying I'll save for. Okay, so how this new class works, this hunter class. When attacking, bullets are consumed and the attack power is increased to 120%. When not attacking, bullets will be reloaded slowly, up to 8 rounds. Okay, let's see the informations here, because this already raises a lot of questions for me. Can attack air, very good. When entering the game, you have the upper limit of your own bullets displayed vertically on the lower right side of your own model. The bullet mechanism is not ammunition. Okay, so they may introduce bullets and ammunition together, which will be very, very confusing. Attack when there are bullets and there is a target within the attack range. Reload when there are no bullets. Okay, so that's the first thing I was thinking. So if she uses those 8 attacks, she has to stop and reload. We'll see how long it takes to reload. Normally 1 bullet is loaded each time. Okay, so she will attack, then load. Attack, then load. I'm already not liking this. The reloading behavior is a normal attack behavior. The duration uses the reloading interval. The reloading interval falls to the own basic attack interval and is not affected by changes in attack speed and attack interval. Okay, so reload is a fixed 1.6 second, and then she attacks. This looks bad. Because the damage will go down a lot. You're losing 8% damage. At least for now. You've seen the skills. There's still things to see. Lol. It looks bad. It's like 1 hit every 3.2 seconds. It's not good. I mean, depends. Like, if you have waves and you have time to reload all the 8 bullets again, then it doesn't really matter. Then she's just stronger than normal. Let's see the stats. Oh, 100 and potential 6. Yeah, she's a 5-star. Correct. That's a weird range. It's like a Lord, but with 1 extra tip. That's nice. Okay. HP, defense. That's fine. I would say that's... Is this comparable to an anti-air sniper? Let's see. Let's compare to Cruz. Cruz, 1500, 176. Okay, so it's a little bit more tanky than an anti-air sniper. Okay, that's fine. That's good stats. That's good defensive stats. And 1000 attack. 1000 attack is quite a lot. Like, look at Cruz, for example. Cruz has very low attack. Anti-air snipers in general have this low attack. 500. So she compensates for this weird bullet mechanic with higher base attack. They thought about it. They didn't mess it up. She knows what's up with that range. I would probably compare Coldshot to a heavy shooter at least. They do similar things. Sure. Let's have a look. Who is a heavy shooter that we can compare with? Provence, Melanite. I don't know Melanite, actually. I never read her, so let's see Provence. Okay, it's a little bit higher stats still. That defense is a little bit higher. A little bit more HP, more attack. Okay. And the 1.6 seconds. Yeah, I think it makes sense what you're saying. She won't have the... She won't have the buff. Unless the talent says so. No, okay. She won't have the thing with the heavy shooters, right? Where they focus on the middle lane and do stuff. But she will have the extra damage if she has time to get the bullets. If she can't, she at least has more attack. Okay, she's balanced. I don't think she's all that strong. I don't think she's all that weak. She looks nice from her stats alone. We'll see the modifier in her skill in a moment. Remark. So, the talent. If there is no attack within 2 seconds, the next attack will cause the attack power plus 3%. Physical damage equivalent to 100% off. Off what? I'm confused. Bad translation again. Okay. Let's see if we can read here in the toolbox. Where's her skill? No, it's the talent that I want. Okay. So if she has to load... No, if she just loads, it's not enough to trigger her talent. She has to load and wait a little bit more. If she has time to load 2 bullets, she will do another 33% damage. Which is very nice. She stacks compensation on top of compensation for all those times that she can't just do her best. And she's just struggling to reload. That's very nice. Let's see skill. S1. Generic. We don't care. S2. The reload interval is increased by 0.8, attack power plus 40%, and attack causes the target to pause for 1 second. Okay, so she does a slow 40% modifier, but she struggles even more to reload. So you don't want to use this, you only want to use this skill when she has the whole clip, the 8 bullets. But actually, it lasts for 40 seconds. That's not the cycle that I would expect for this skill. Because I thought for a second that you would want to avoid the penalty of the reload, but that's not the case. You just want to kill something, hope nothing else comes into range, and then have the clip again for later. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of this cycle. I would prefer something quicker, like 2020 for example, or something like that. But maybe it's a good thing. Because up until now she was just getting buff on top of buff to get rid of her own issues. This is an issue on my eyes. So okay, I think Coldshot is a balanced girl. Do we have modules? No, we don't have modules. It's a new class. Let's just check the base skills for a moment. Generic control center skill. Doesn't really matter. And dormitory. Full mood will be raven total mood recovery plus 8 per hour. When skills affect single operator, multiple operator, same effect will be the highest. Okay, so she has a new dormitory skill. I don't really use dormitory skills that much. They don't really matter to me. But maybe this makes a difference. I don't know. Not impressed. But I am impressed about her numbers at the end of the day. Hi, Still? Is that how I say your name? Hello there. But the penalty was trigger her talent for more damage. I don't know if it's worth or not, but it's a compensation. That's true. Because then her reload time goes from 1.6 to 2.4. You might be right. It might be good even with the extra reload. So yeah, she's shaping up to be a very strong girl. I'll be honest. I think she impressed me enough. If nothing else with that art, very good. Thumbs up. But I like her skills. I think her numbers are great. She's the first one on race. That's a win. Next, operator. Let's see who's here. Almond. A new puller. Okay. I don't know if I can be very impressed with pullers. Pullers, they kinda all do the same thing. They even gave the same pull force to the 6-star Gladia. They gave the same pull force to Gladia than they did to Rope, so it kinda doesn't make a difference. But people like it, Gladia's damage. So we'll see. Virtuosa art? Oh, that's a cute Virtuosa art. It's a chihuahua. I like this art. Very nice. Although everything is flying about. I think she's in trouble. Cute doggy. Let's see what this new puller does. If she does anything special at all. Okay. Let's see her stats. 80, she's a 5-star. Trust 100 and potential 6. Let me see if I put some. No, I didn't look at the stats on the pullers. It's probably because it doesn't really matter. You don't really want pullers to be tanking. You just want them to be behind the hole and dropping people in. But yeah, I actually don't know what to think about these stats. Let's just move on. The talent. After the first skill released in each battle, 10 skill points will be restored immediately. Okay, so she can like pull people very quickly at the beginning. Let's see, it's plus 10. So it's like, it's to use her S2 faster for the second time, or for just to use S1 one more time. That's interesting. I don't know if it will matter very much, because it's only once each battle. But it's new. It's new and exciting. Hello, Billy. Welcome. Hello there. Okay. S1. Pulse. Medium force. I hate this because I don't know what medium means. Let me check in the toolbox. Let's see the number for medium. It should be true, right? Every single one of them is true. Wait, medium is 1? That's M3. No. That's not okay. They seriously released another operator with a force missing. Look, in the pushers, we had Shaw already, who didn't get a force increase on M3 on her S1. And now they release a 5-star who doesn't get a force increase on her S1. Like, why? No, it's 1. Look at her. Like, what is this? Why is it force 1? This is not okay. It doesn't even make sense. They didn't even did it with a 4-star. Which I would accept because they do that all the time. Like, what the fuck is this? You can't use her as one, basically. Like, you can, but you won't pull the same thing as the other pullers can pull. That's true. Let's just check if the... Probably because he has charges as Gladia. Gladia has the same... Gladia has 2 as well. You're telling me no Sun has Force 1? No, she has Force 2 as well. She's the only one. That's unbelievable that they released an operator with a missing Force level like that. Again. Oh man, that's sad. That's true. Immediately launches a traction rook to restrain the target. Restrain. That's bind? Yeah, that's bind. And 180% of physical damage, okay. It's what you would expect. Every 1.5 seconds. Okay, so she deals a little bit more damage than you would expect. That's cool. Maybe she can do some shenanigans on some bosses like we had in CC12, for example. Maybe she can help with some damage and stuff like that. But that's gimmick, you would never choose that as your first choice. Unless you're not normal. Almond on S1, bad news. It is. What is her damage? What is her name then? If it's not Almond. I'm gone. Who was the missing Force level? I just got here. Oh yes, it was Almond. Sorry dude. It's only S1. You can use her S2 as normal. S2 works fine. It's still Force 2. Which is the same as Glad, is the same as Rope, it's the same as everybody else. S2 is normal, you can use S2. But S1 no. S1 is bad. Do not use her S1. Anyway, S2, interesting, but she's just a puller. Let's see her base skills for a second. When stationed at the manufacturing station, the productivity of precious metals forms plus 25. Plus 25 is nothing new at this point. We have a lot of operators who can produce gold with 25 or more. I mean, this will help new players. Definitely. Station at the manufacturing stage for every black steel internal, maximum 3. Productive metal farm will be plus 2%. Okay, now changes everything, because this is plus 6%, now she's at 31. 31, very good. 31, amazing. Over the top, over the mean, everything you can think of. Hair module. Okay. Through the dragging, okay, so she deals more damage. It feels like they designed her S2 based on the module, because it's damage on top of damage now. It's interesting, I think she can do some nice things with her S2. And then after releasing the skill for the first time in each battle, 12 skill points will be restored immediately. Yeah, so she's probably designed to do some kind of meme, like you drop her behind some kind of boss or something like that she can pull with Force 2. Then she pulls, she gets the SP, and then a little bit later she pulls again. It sounds nice, it sounds like she will deal a lot of damage. I mean, not a lot, but you get me, like, you know, for what you would expect a puller to do. I think it's because only Gladia and Almond can store up 3 charges on their S1, and Gladia only reaches Force level 2. And Hypergriff wants to keep her powerful. I guess that would be the case. I never saw anything special on Gladia. But I can see where people would come from because of the extra stats and everything, and charges on the pulling skill. I guess you're right. Which is sad. I'm really sad. She would be great for CC12. Indeed she would. Also because of this, Almond could drag an enemy 3 times with Force 1, while other pullers can only pull it once with Force 2. Yeah, that's true. If you're not pulling an enemy that is too heavy, that would work. Kinda. It's still not ideal, but it's acceptable, I guess. You made me say it. I'm not happy. I'm not pulling this girl. I don't care. I don't want Almond in my life. I'm sorry. She has a cute too, but she doesn't have it for me. Oh, that's so sad, man. I'm really fucking sad. Almond Copium Squad, go, go, go! Next operator. We still have a lot to go. We're on Jessica! Jessica, our beloved. She was already a cute cat. Now she is. Wow, cat. Look at that. She got a glow up from aging a little bit. I wonder if she has some of that confidence that she was lacking a little bit before. The two art, I don't know. It's like, I think they tried to keep the weird sitting pose that she has on the E2 of her 4-star art. Let me show you, in case you guys don't remember. You guys know Jessica, right? Look at her. She has this sitting pose on her E2 art. They kinda kept it. I didn't close this one. Okay. They kinda kept the sitting pose, I feel like. But I don't know. This could be a cooler art with like her behind the shield with her machine gun or something like that. I'm not really impressed. Which is not to say it's not a great art. I'm just not impressed. But her Zero is beautiful. I like that very much. Haha, sorry. Oh yeah. That's a lot of reactions. She's indeed very Jessica. And she's a new class, right? This Patrol Iron, which I wonder what it will be called on Inen. Okay, she can block 3 enemies and she can do ranged attacks. That's very nice. Oh yeah, I remember someone talking about this. It's like the class that Liscarm and Blitz were supposed to be, and then they just created it with Jessica. Okay, I can get behind that. I'll be real, I haven't even gone as far as considering it in standard Jessica. Man, smash, indeed. It's Liscarm class. Yeah. Wait, she's not Sentinel? Liscarm class? Sentinel, I think. Probably just the name here. That's weird. Let's see if they have the translated name here. Yeah, Sentinel and Guard. Same thing. Okay. So they did the thing. They fixed everything. That's very nice, very nice. Defender with gun. I think I didn't prepare the stats because I didn't realize it was Liscarm and Blitz. I kind of forgot about that. So no comparisons. Maybe we can have a look at the toolbox. Just to have an idea, we can look at one of them. Let's see. She will have more stats than Blitz and Liscarm because she's a 6-star. But let's see how much higher the base stats are. So 3600 HP, 776 defense, 610 attack. Let's compare to Liscarm. Liscarm. Oh, no, not here. Where is the E2? E2. So Liscarm has 425 attack. Let's see if this gives attack to her. No, it gives has to her. That's nice. She gets a little bit from thrust. Plus 45. Okay, plus 45. So defense is comparable. They have almost the same defense. She has 750 and Jessica has 776. So clearly she's not supposed to tank very much. She's gonna be all about damage. We'll check that in a moment. Attack is higher. How much is that? That's 470. So that's about 140 more attack. That's a lot of attack to put on top of the 5-star stat. So they clearly want Jessica to do a lot of damage, I'm imagining. And the HP is a little bit higher. Okay, that's expected. Alright, new pity, only 150 for standard bundles and just outer drop, right? That sounds doable. Did they change the pity again? Because... Oh yeah, no, actually, I don't know. I knew that they would change the pity, but I think we have the new pity already. Unless they change it again. Pretty good so far. Though, Thumbs was already too powerful. You can't stop Thumbs. He's unstoppable. Talent. Okay, she has 2 talents. First one. Will she come with a chapter or something like that? Oh no, she's a 6-star. Sorry. 6 stars, 2 talents. Normal. First, Jessica talent. You can use a mobile shield that lasts for 50 seconds. The mobile shield can only be placed around Jessica. Okay, so she has a device that she can deploy. It's a shield. After the shield is deployed, Jessica immediately turns to the shield and the defense power herself and the units behind her. I remember seeing this in a few months ago in the trailer. It's the first operator that we have that can change directions without her deploying. That's super cool. I actually dig this a lot. I'm losing myself. Let me calm down. I need to slow things down here. I can't lose my words. Okay. Briefing. This is super cool that she can just move around. This is amazing. She gives defense to herself and to whoever is behind her, plus 18%. So this is very good if you're like trying to hold some enemy with AoE. That's really nice. Yeah, it's super cool. I know, right? Pretty much damage centered, as expected. Guns go per... But is it really useful? I'm skeptical. I don't know. To be honest. Like, I can think of situations if you're trying to deal with like ranged enemies. And you have like waves of enemies that come through different lanes. And then you have a wave coming like just... let's see if I can... Whatever, I don't have anything to annotate right now. But let's say Jessica is right here. You guys can see the mouse. Jessica's here. There's a drone coming from down up directly into her. She's attacking. And down comes another wave of drones from the other side. And then you can change her side to attack the drone or something like that. Or you can do that to give defense to a different ranged operator behind her. It has some ideas that I can think of. It complements her kit very well. Let's see the skill. The second talent first, but we'll get to the skill, then we can think more about the shield. Second talent. When mobile shield is damaged, there's a 55% probability that Fire Cleansing Jessica will gain 1 skill point. Look at this auto-translation, Fire Cleansing Jessica. Okay. So the shields gives SP to her. It's only 55%, we'll have to see... Does it tell how much HP the shield has? Last effect on effects, mobile shield takes effect during duration. Obtain plus minus attack effects according to initial deployment direction. Okay. Defense increase effect that first talent ignores isolation. Second talent can be triggered by any damage, include damage cannot trigger recovery from being hit. Okay. Any damage? So you're telling me that like Poison Haze will give SP to Jessica? I mean, if that's the case, Jessica already has like unlimited SP in some maps. Defending art sitting good. Alright, can hit drone, I forgot. It should tell you. I don't know, I'm not seeing the shield HP. But I imagine it has an HP and not an amount of hits. That's nice. Deployment fee. What? Did they miss it? No, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's cool anyway. She gets SP. Can change her direction. Nice one. Let's see what she does. Attack plus 50%. Defense on self and on shield plus 70. How much is this? This is not a very high modifier, right? Let's compare to the best defender in the game. How much defense is that? No, that's quite a bunch. It's half of what Quota can get. It's good defense. Let's see how much she goes to. 776. Let's see. Let me just type in the calc here real quick. Times 1.7. So she goes to 1300 defense. That's a lot. That can make her survive a bunch of stuff. That's good, that's good. And shield duration plus 30 seconds. Lasts forever. Oh, unlimited duration. But she has to wait 70 seconds. Okay, so if you want her to tank, for some reason we can use S1. It's very nice. She'll stay there forever. Get a lot of defense, a lot of attack. She can probably hold some lanes on by herself. If enemies with too much defense doesn't come into her. Because that's a lot of attack as well. That's 1,000 and something attack. That's very nice. S1, already very good. Below that. Oh, the value of potential increase the attribute calculator directly like that. Oh well, whatever. S2. Attack range is expanded. The attack power is plus 75%. Attack interval is greatly reduced. Minus 0.9. How much is her base ASPD? Okay, so she goes to 0.3 attack interval. That's very fast. 75% of physical and spell dodge is obtained. Okay, so she kept the dodge from her 4-star kit. I love when they do this. Like, I'm not a fan of alters, but at least they kept the flavor. This is great. Although it's just S2, we'll have to see if S3 is better. It probably is. But this is great. I love this. Keep the dodge. She attacks super fast. Plus 75% attack. She is a little bit over 1,000 here. Very good. 30-15. That's nice. I like this rotation. It's a good one, in my opinion. 15 seconds. She will attack like 50 times with 1,000. This is a lot of damage on S2. And she will tank a lot with that dodge. I like S2. Let's see what else. Tanking with style. Heck yeah. S3. That's a lot of text on S3. Let's see what it is. Manually triggered. Automatically reply. Those translations, dude. Okay, she starts with 30 SP, 40 SP, and you click to activate the skill. Okay, it's an ammo skill. 20 rounds. Let's see what it does. Attack distance plus 1, attack interval plus 0.6. Okay, she attacks slower, gets 1 more tile. Attack plus... what the... plus 310. Defense plus 80. Mobile shield power plus 170. I shouldn't be impressed. That's what 6 stars do. Even more when it's an operator that you'll know that they are trying to sell something here because it's Jessica. A lot of people love Jessica. But that's a lot of stats. When the mobile shield exists, immediately fires a cannonball forward. When it hits or reaches the endpoint, it will cause physical damage equal to 250% of the attack power to all enemies within the range and stun for 6 seconds. Okay. Okay, so she uses the skill. The shield, if it's on field, will just throw a cannonball and stun everybody for a long time, 6 seconds. And then she just explodes everything because her attack goes to 2400. Okay, Jessica's overpowered. I don't know what else I expected. Let's see if there's anything we should be worried about here. Per cannonball trigger during the duration of the skill. The skill can trigger the behavior of multiple cannonballs. Okay, that's interesting. So if she can keep the ammo up, you can just deploy the shield again and she will do another cannonball. Funny. Cannonballs regard normal attack and that does not consume ammunition. Okay. So if she's stunned, she can't throw the cannonball. That's important to remember. Do not deploy the shield when she's stunned if you're going to play with Jessica. Oh, this is one where she nukes everything every time you redeploy the shield, if I remember correctly. Sounds like it. Well, she's a funny operator, I gotta say that. I like, she's interesting. She's different, she's new, she's shiny. As Jessica should be. When entering the trading post, the order acquisition efficiency plus 10%, the order limit plus 4, and it doesn't upgrade. Okay, so her first base skill, really bad. Maybe there's some operator that can use this, but I don't remember. But I don't like this skill. I have some other operators with it. And control center consumes more mood. Black steel operator has productivity of plus 5%. Okay, so we have a black steel combo going on. I would have to read the other black steel operators to know, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna assume this is good because it's a combo. Okay, Jessica, pretty cat. Where do we put you? I kinda want to pull because it's Jessica, but I wonder if I raise her. Maybe, maybe I'll raise her Jessica. Because it's Jessica. She's the cute cat we all love. Let's put her in raise. Jessica taught us, if you are a sad cat, just get loads of money and loads of guns. And then you don't have to be sad ever again. Giant's Fire Altar increases trading post speed based on how much order limit increases. Is there a 4% for each other limit increase? Okay, maybe there's something there, but I'm not gonna check it now. I imagine it could be good. So next one. Our first 4-star of the list, Verdant. There's still a bunch to go through. Oh man, what time is it already? Okay, we've been up for 1 hour. We can keep going. Verdant. I'm excited for this because it's a 4-star. I always raise the 4 stars, as you guys should know. And he's a snack boy. Oh yeah, he's the class with the thing that they die but they don't die. Dollkeeper. I'm excited for him. The art, it's on par with the other 4 stars. It's not very impressive. They don't try to do anything too incredible with 4 stars, but I like it. I think it's pretty. Let's see what this guy does. Has the doll, 20 seconds when he dies. Very nice. Let's just see. Does his doll do melee or does the doll do arts? Where will it tell me? Skins cannot recover experience, it states enough blocks to change immediately. You must recover it to main selection. A lot of stuff, whatever. Does it say anywhere? It doesn't say if it does arts or physical. You guys will have to tell me because I'm not finding it. Points to Silver Gun's rant. Did he hate this guy? I mean, to be honest, like me and Silver Gun, we don't think the same way. He kind of looks at the operators from the meta standpoint because that's what he does. He plays the meta of 4 stars, and I just look at them and I say, "New shiny 4 stars go wee." Silver Gun hates this guy because his skills kill himself. I mean, that's kind of what Bena does as well, right? I'm not impressed by that. I don't remember, I just remember Silver Gun hate this guy, Lima. I'm more lenient. I'm not gonna hate him. Okay, let's see. His stats, let's compare to Bena. I think I brought the comparison for this one. Let's bring it on screen. There you go, Verdant on screen. So, Elite level 70, because 4 stars only go to 70, and potential 6. Okay. Let me see. So, attack. It's actually really close to Bena. And as far as I know, Verdant will be a defensive Dollkeeper as well. So that's actually impressive. Like, is Bena weaker than normal? Or is Verdant stronger than normal? You guys choose, because that's weird. It to be that close, the attacks of the 4 star and the 5 star. Hey, he just like me then. I disagree with Silver Gun on this one then. Oh well. Let's see. So the attack is on par with Bena, which is impressive. The modifiers will probably not be as much. We'll check. Defense. He has a lot less defense. Okay. But the HP is also on par. So they just took some defense away from him. I guess he died faster. Let's use the doll more. Let's see the talent. The doll recovers 4% HP per second. What is Bena's talent? I didn't mark it down. Bena's talent... Okay, so he will deal physical damage with the doll. I don't know if that changes much. It's not like the doll in Bena's case dealt more damage because it was arts. But she had the reduction on the damage she took. So he's kind of paper. Like, he has HP recover, but this is like quota HP recover. It's not a lot. Actually, I don't think quota is that much. I'll have to check. I can't just say that. No, quota is 3%, Verdant will be 4. Okay, it's kinda like that. It won't be a lot of HP, I can tell you that. He's gonna die really quickly for a defensive doll keeper. That's not really nice. Let's see where it goes. Bena's skill damage her, it doesn't outright kill her. Okay, so Bena's cycle doesn't end her life. Okay. Let's see. S1. Max HP plus 25. S plus 15. I cannot think of a situation where you would want this skill. If you want to use this, you know what you do? You bring Matterhorn with you. That's what you do. Or I guess normal people bring... what's the name of the 6-star medic? Nightingale. So I can't imagine you ever using this. You bring Matterhorn, or if you're a normal player, bring Nightingale. Bad skill. S2. The damage type changes to arts. Attack speed plus 80. And each time it attacks the enemy, it will lose 4%. What is his attack interval? Let's calc this one. So his attack interval is 1.2. And let's bring the calculator on screen. Will it show up? It's not showing up. I'll have to re-add the calculator. Oh no, I just closed it. Let me open this again. Okay, like that. And it should be on screen. Okay. So, what was it? 1.2. So we have 1.2 divided by 1.8 to compensate for those AD extra SPD. So he will attack 2 times every second. And how many times is that? 25 by 0.667. He can attack 37 times during this kill. So he can kill himself 1.5 times during this kill. That's interesting. You'll need a medic to keep him alive if you want him to live. I'm back. What did I miss? You missed the operators on screen, Ruby. We're on Verdant right now. Okay, so unless you give him some nice healing, he's dead. And he doesn't get an attack modifier. That's also kinda sad. Because, I mean, 700 arts damage, it's not too little. It's decent. But I don't think it's good. Oh man, that's another operator I'll have to defend for no other reason than I just want to. Kuma once again entering his low tier god arc. Am I speaking too fast still? I'm trying to calm down. It's difficult. I'm gonna get better at talking at some point, I swear. Switches to arts though, so attack modifier is less important. I guess it could be nice, like you could have him hold a small enemy lane, and then when comes some defender, you just activate the skill. I guess it's fine. The more important part is that he's a dog keeper. I guess that's the biggest upset for our side. He won't die when he dies once, but then you gotta hope he doesn't die with those 4% HP recovery. He's not very strong, but I think he'll be very cool to play with, just for being a dog keeper. Do you not know the low tier god thing? I'll show you some other time. I think I might have forgotten, or I just never saw it. You know how I am, Ruby. I just am completely lost when it comes to popular stuff on YouTube. His main skills: processing station to process elite materials. Consumption 2. All formulas will have -1 mood consumption. Okay, so to make small materials, to make like the T1 rocks into T2 rocks, he will make a lot of them. Oh no, his skill is just to produce keton. To produce T2 keton. 80%. That's decent. There's better skills out there that you could use, but you will use this guy if you E2 him, of course. If you don't raise him, you have no reason to use his skill. But at T2 he will be useful. It will come up, and you will make those T2 ketons. So, module. We have the module for dog keepers. Do not retreat, receive auto injuries. What changes? Okay, he gets more HP when he dies. That's nice, because the 4% healing will get a little bit more healing as well. Okay, I like this. I like the base module. And he'll get more rest. Not an impressive module, but it works fine for him. That's kinda what you would expect. A little bit more survivability, but without the straight up damage reduction that Bena gets. I mean, this is no surprise to anyone. He is the 4-star after all. Oh yeah, I didn't take the calculator out, sorry. But yeah, he's a 4-star. Of course I'm gonna get him. Of course I'm gonna raise. We can get to the next one. That's similar to what Silvergun said. Basically, instead of S1, bring Bubble. Instead of S2, bring Utage. If you need the Undying thing, bring Beanstalk Scrap. Strange. What is strange, my man? MOBA gaming. The only difference from what Silvergun said and what I said is that I don't care. I will still play with him because I don't try to do records. That's all. I guess you could say it's a skill issue if you want. Next one, Delphine. I saw some people really excited about this cat. She has drip, okay? She looks like a strong girl. Strange, like using Silver Ash as true. I like his green hair. Let's go, Glasgow gang. Oh, she's from Glasgow. Oh yeah. No, actually isn't that the Victoria thingy? I actually don't know. But if she's from Glasgow, very cool. More power to the lore. And that's true. That is true. It's beautiful. I remember how to zoom on the art now. Look at that. They gave her some nice legs. And what is that in the back? Is she a dog keeper as well? No, she's a Mistcaster. Huh. I wonder what that is. But she's beautiful, I gotta say. The only difference between what Silvergun said and what I said is that I don't care. There you go. You have a quote. I'm hyped for the Delphine the most. I can't see why. Look how beautiful she is. The art is great. Look at those effects on the sword and everything. Some points to her. Let's see if she impresses me with her skills. Because, I'm not gonna lie, we already have another cat in the Mystic Caster class that is kinda pretty, but did not impress me. Let's see. Okay. Attack interval, 3 seconds. Standard. Let's see her numbers. AD 100 and potential 6. Let me bring the... It's her mother in the back. Interesting, interesting. Do they fight together in the lore? Or something like that? Let's bring the numbers back. Here, Delphine. Comparison with Harmony and Iris. Oh yeah, I didn't compare Verdant's damage, but it doesn't matter. His skill doesn't have a modifier. He clearly won't have that much damage, that much DPS. Question, can an op you get for free be in only pool? Yes, of course. I would get them for free and leave them there. The only pools means I kinda want to get, but I probably won't raise, because I don't really have a reason. Okay. So let's compare. HP. Delphine. Comparable to Harmony and Iris. It's basically the same. She has the least HP of them. Doesn't really matter that much. She has 3 extra defense to compensate for that. I guess that's something. But she has less attack. Ooh. Let's see if she makes up for it. I will totally calculate the skill damage for Delphine, because that's less base attack. They gotta be compensating for something. Okay. First talent. When attacking enemies with health above 8%, increases damage done by 20%. Okay. Okay. We all know that the Mystic Casters, they all kinda have their special thing that they do. So she deals more damage when attacking enemies at full HP. That's kinda like Glaucus, right? But instead of working like Glaucus, she can finish them off. That's interesting. That's nice. In Ominous Turbulence, so it's in the event or the chapter or something like that. I don't know when she comes, so you guys can tell me if you want. The attack power and attack sarcasm enemies increase to 120%, and then the additional attack energy can be stored only for attacking sarcasm enemies. Okay, so she has a 4th charge, but she saves it for sarcasm. That's interesting. That's very cool. Like, she saves more damage to get that big hit. That's nice, that's nice. What else? Let's see her skills. The attack range is changed. The attack oh yeah, this is the generic Mystic Caster S1. It has some meme uses. You guys probably saw it already, but it's not something you're gonna use most of the time. You're just gonna default to S2. Attack power plus 100. Wait, attack power plus 100. HP below 50% no longer targets enemy with. Okay. So she doubles her attack and she doesn't target enemies below 50%. Now she's Glaucus. Okay. The attack will cause the target to receive 6% of the final's attack power as magic damage. I think that's the wrong translation to her name. Delphine. It's magic as arts damage every second, superimpose up to 4 times, lasting until the end of the skill. Okay, so this is really cool, because I think this is the first time that we have a DOT that stacks. So she can stack to 24% of DOT of her attack. That's a lot of damage. Less until the skill ends. 40-30, that's a good rotation. Nothing wrong with that. One shot the Benyol's memes come to lower rarity. I guess. Puzzle S1 is DOT. But does it stack? Maybe I missed that puzzle stacks his DOT. Because for example, when you have Thorns, when you have Ethan, they don't stack the DOT, right? They just reapply. This is nice. This is nice. Let's calc this. Yeah, it stacks. On puzzle? Okay, so he's the second one. She's the second one. Sorry. Hi, Dusk. Pretty sure it does, yeah? Blue Poison and Thorns don't stack. Yep. Okay, so she's the second one that stacks. Okay, nothing new. I just missed it. Let's bring the calculator in, because now we gotta calc the damage. Okay, let's clear this. So her attack will double. Let's get the attack. 1370 times 2. 2743. What's the ratio? Okay, so she can attack 10 times during this skill. So this times 10. This won't be exact because there are the talented extra damage. Then you have the... I actually don't think she has the extra damage with the charge. Maybe with the module, but it doesn't matter. We're just having an overlook. I didn't do any too complex calc on the numbers on the sheet, so this will be okay. It's just to have an idea. And what else? She does 24% after 4 attacks. So after 4 attacks, it will have been 12 seconds. So 18 seconds of 50% of her attack. No. Here, 24% of her attack. So her attack again. 1370 times 24%. And this times 18. Okay. Let's see how much is that. Let me move my calculator here. Comparing, it's on par of Harmony. It's basically the same damage. And it's basically the same DPS as well, because the skill is 30 seconds. Okay. So she doesn't have more damage than Harmony. They are basically equal. Preacher does have... Hi. So comparing Delphine to Harmony, the only difference is that Harmony will save that stack to attack Sarkaz, and that her art is just this much prettier, at least in my opinion. I think she's much cuter than Harmony. You guys be the judge. Let's see what her base skills do now. But yeah, like, for her damage, since she does the exact same DPS as Harmony, and it's not really that much impressive, like, she can one-shot more stuff, I guess. But it's not enough to impress me. I am more impressed by her art than her skills. So, Glasgow skill in the office. 20%, that's very little. We have operators that give 40. Clue increase probably Glasgow getting. Okay, she gives 20% in the office and then increases the probability of Glasgow clues. I don't remember which number it is, but I don't like skills like that just focus on one clue. It kinda messes up the cycles, in my opinion. Operator in the same trading post. And station at the control center for Glasgow gain, the acquisition efficiency will be 10%. Okay, but in the control center, if they have the Glasgow gang in there, they will give like 40 or 50% order acquisition, which is very nice. This is very strong. I like this skill. I just don't know if the combo with the Glasgow gang will be good, but if it is, then it's a very good skill. Guild versus Mug, indeed. If I remember correctly, there's a Glasgow member that gives more stats to Glasgow. Yeah, probably. There's a bunch of faction buffs coming out these days. So she might do more damage than Harmony. I mean, she has a little bit more damage already in her skill. But they are comparable. I don't think they are very far apart. Let's see the module. She gets more ASPD. This is very, very strong. Because one of the things with the Mystic Casters is that they can't use their attack stat very well. It is very high, but their ASPD is low, the attack interval is high. So since she will be saving that one stack for a Sarkaz enemy that might not ever come, that's permanent plus 30 ASPD. This is really, really good. Okay, and the talent change when attack enemies with health above 80%, it deals 3% more damage. Okay, nothing impressive here. But the base module, top notch, okay? That's a good module right there. But yeah, Delphine, her art is really good, but she doesn't make it for me. She goes into the ignore category. I'm sorry, Delphine fans. I know a lot of people love her. Coldshot race 2 based. Hello, Holly. Okay, Delphine done. Pretty girl, pretty cat. Not for me. Next, Vendela. Oh yeah, she's from the same class as... let me just turn off the stats on screen. She's from the same class as not Lava. 5-star. Hibiscus. From the same class as Hibiscus. Glasgow keep taking L. Okay, wrong buttons. Let's go back. Vendela. Let's see her art. That's some big boots you have there, girl. And she has a crown. I wonder if that is actually a crown or if that's like her infection being super drippy on her head. That would be a terrible place to have some crystals growing. Okay, she has that. This remembers me of what's her name? Let me get her here. She's a supporter. Here, Heidi. It remembers of Heidi's skin. It kinda looks alike to me. We can even zoom here a little bit. We can have a look at this cat. Look at this cat holding a rose. It's a pretty art. I like it very much. Let's go back to the normal zoom. Yes, Hibiscus. It's a reference to the hit integrated strategy item Civilized Eterna. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right, Ruby. Cantabile too. Let's see how much she remembers the item. Oh no, you mean the crown? Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, it's the artifact. You're right. So since that's the case, I wonder if she'll have true damage, because that's what the artifact does, right? The artifacts increase true damage taken. Let's see. Talent. We know what the class does. The healing effect received by friendly characters within the highest health limit. The attack range is increased by 18%. What is this mumbo jumbo of words in the translation? Let me check here. Let me see if we have the translation. We do. It's talent that I want. Has max HP, attack range. Okay, so she heals better one operator. She exists to heal Matterhorn, basically. Okay, got it. The first time determines the target's upper limit of HP in real time and moves the target. Okay, as you would expect. I guess it works on Crushers as well. Will she come with Hoederer? That would make sense, because Hoederer will be the 6-star Crusher. Let me see, is Hoederer the next? Yeah, okay. She exists to heal Hoederer. I'm sorry, it's not to heal Matterhorn. Let's see. S1, generic, whatever, doesn't matter. S2, attack plus 8%, making the friendly characters... Oh yeah, I didn't check their stats. Let's go back. We'll go back to skill in a moment. 280, 106 spots. And of course, we can activate the thing here, because I think I put Vendela stuff. Very nice. What is my purpose? You install crew. Will Matterhorn. Exactly. Okay, let's go back. Stats. Compared to Hibiscus. HP, a little bit higher. That's always nice. Defense, a little bit lower. To compensate for the HP. So it doesn't matter at all. They have 20 res, is from the class. That's very good. Attack, hair attack is 5 points higher. So it's the same. They don't have too much going on. They are basically the same. Now let's see the damage on her skill. It's a manual trigger. Auto, okay, 30 seconds, 50 duration. Let's see what it does and then I'll say what I think about this rotation. Oh yeah, attack plus 80, making the friendly character with the highest HP within the attack range more vulnerable to enemy attacks. And when the character is... Okay, so it gives aggro to whoever has the highest HP. That doesn't sound very nice for a Crusher. We'll have to see what Hoederer does. But this would actually be great for Matterhorn. And when the character is attacked, Vendela will cause arts damage equal to 50% of the target's attack power and trigger only on that character. Okay. So she not only gives aggro, but she put thorns on the operator and it gives damage back based on the operator that she targets on attack. Okay, that will be very good for Hoederer because his attack is amazing, I imagine, because Crushers, you know, Crushers have basically a lot of attack. That's what they do. So this rotation is good, I think. But she herself won't do much damage, so this comparison here won't matter. Because it won't be Vendela who will be dealing the damage. It will be her partner in crime. So we can't really compare without bringing another operator into the equation. But you can already imagine, with a Crusher this will do a lot of damage. With a Defender not so much, but the aggro is still good for defenders, I would say. Like her skill. Very nice character. Basic skills. Dormitory basic skill. When entering a dormitory, the mood recovery of operators will be plus 0.15. 18 per hour. At the same time, the recovery affects operator with a mood below financial. Okay. So she has kind of a scaling healing effect in the dorm for mood. Okay. Oh no, it's not scaling, it's just... whatever. It's a dormitory skill, come on, nobody cares. Let's move on. She has a module. Let's see what the module does. Attacks cause hearts on attack enemy friendly operator within attack range is healed for equals to 60% of the damage. How much more is that than the trait? The trait is 50, okay, so it's 10% more healing. That's nice. Even more if she's supposed to play with Hoederer, because Crusher is kinda struggle a little bit. Unless they gave a bunch of defense to Hoederer in his skills, I'll have to see. But this is nice, 10% extra healing, really nice. The friendly character with the highest HP received 33% healing increase instead of 18. It's 5 extra percent. Okay. The whole thing with Vendela is having a partner, healing him a lot, giving aggro, giving thorns. She just chooses one guy and helps him forever. I like it. I think that's very cool. Hibiscus looks better for general use and Vendela for specific strats. Indeed, if you want to buff some guy, do a hyper buff and you don't want him to die, you want him to tank a lot, take a bunch of hits, be healed a lot. That's Vendela. If you just want a medic that can attack, then you'll use Perfumer. That's a fair assessment, I would say. She's pretty. Okay, where do I put Vendela? Vendela. I kinda like the buffs, to be completely honest. And she's pretty, look at that T2 art. Do I raise Vendela? I'll leave her in the only pool for now. Maybe one day. I don't think she will take priority. But I liked her a lot. I didn't expect to like her. Oh, so who is next? Let me lock Vendela in. Next is Hoederer. As we checked before. The 6-star crusher that everybody was waiting for. I'm wondering what his skills will do. Okay, he has the same style from the chapter. You know, the story chapters? It's kind of the same style going on after he's old. He has a big sword. I mean, that's what squishers do, right? And he's summoning another sword from sky. He's also taking the... He's taking the eye patch out. He's showing that cake. Strong man, strong legs. That's Hoederer. That's a nice art. Lecter voucher 0.5, normal. Let's see. E2, 90, 100, potential 6. Since we don't have another 6-star crusher, I just decided to compare his stats with the others crushers that we have. The 5-star and the 4-star. Wind chimes and quartz. I am a big fan of quartz. Let's see what they did to Hoederer. Dark Memoir? No, I mean the story chapters, not the event. The event, he looks a little bit different. You official's greatest fan. Oh yeah, there was something like that, right? You official isn't in this list right now. Maybe I should get there later. I will leave her for the end. Okay. So, Hoederer has a lot more HP. It's 700 more than Wind Chimes and 2000 more than Quartz. That's a little bit sad for Quartz. Is that HP right for Quartz? Or did I look something wrong? I thought you had more. No, I calculated something wrong. Oh well. Whatever. We ignore that Quartz numbers. Oh, no, wrong thing. But attack. He has 200 more attack than Wind Chimes. No, it's just 150 more than Wind Chimes. And a little bit more than that, the Quartz. Quartz has 250 less than Wind Chimes, so it's 400 more than Quartz. That's kind of expected, since they already have such a high attack. It's already over the top. I think this is normal. 0 death, 0 res, very nice. Would be sad if they gave him defensive stats, other than HP. Let's see. Hoederer's talents. His first one. When attacking the enemy, the attack power is increased to 110%. If the target is stunned or bound, the attack power is increased to 140%. Okay, so he has a basic 10% attack increase for no reason, just because that's what they do these days. And then if they are stunned or bound, another 40%. This part I like, this part is meaningless. Don't like it. Okay, second talent. Allow yourself and the allies one space behind you to gain 21% protection. Okay, so he kinda wants Vendela to be behind him, or like someone like what's the class? Someone like Wishlash Instructor behind him. That could be nice as well to get that protection, survive some AoEs. That's interesting. I like this. It's like, considering Hoederer's story, I think that's very flavorful actually. I like the second talent. That's very nice. Makes sense, since W stuns and Inez binds and they work together as a team. Woohoo! That's true! That's a lot of synergy there. Lore synergy is always great. I like it. Talents, great, except for that 10% that shouldn't exist. Skills. S1. Next attack will cause physical damage equals to... No, just a second, let me check something. Yeah, we'll leave the numbers on screen. When we get to the good skill, we will check the difference. Because I imagine it will be a lot more damage. Okay. So it's a power strike with 2 SP. Very good. 260% modifier. And restores HP. Is this right there going with Hoederer? He's gonna be able to heal himself? Okay. You got me interested. Power strike 260. Very strong. Considering his attack, that's already a lot. How much is his attack again? 1700. Let me just type this real quick here. 1700 times 2.6. That's a 4,500 power strike. That's not your everyday power strike, okay? Very, very strong. And heals a lot. That's I can't even talk. That's so much healing. 25%. Well, S2 has a passive plus 40% attack. What? They're just gonna give him a bunch of attack for no reason? Let's finish reading first. Let's see. It's a auto skill that you can trigger. It doesn't look like it has charges. Okay, it's a stance skill. Okay. It's kinda like mountain. Got it. Attack interval is slightly increased. Plus 0.5. That's not a lot considering that he already has... How much? Where's the attack interval? 2.5. 2.5 to 3. Not a big deal. Increases block to 3. And attack stuns the target for 1 second. Okay, I wonder if the stun will trigger before the damage. Because if the stun trigger first, then he'll get another 40% from the talent. Heal by 25% every 2 hits. Wow. Who does he synergize with? Anyone who stuns or binds or want to stay behind him. Let me just check on the toolbox if that is a correct assessment of the skill, if it's translated correctly. Oh, S1. 25% HP. It's probably 25% of the damage as HP that they didn't specify. Like, I don't think it would make sense for him to heal 25% of the 7,000 HP he has. Like, he would just be immortal. But okay. Okay. If this is stun procs, that's a lot of attack. That's 80% extra damage on the hit. And you can just click it whenever. Okay. It doesn't have charges though. That's kind of weird that they didn't give charges to him. Oh yeah, what am I talking about? It's a stance change. Sorry. So yeah, it's a stance that just gives him 80% attack. It changes the attack interval to 3 and block 3. Okay, very nice, very nice. After all, Crushers can hit as many targets as they have block. Very strong. Very strong AoE. Now S3, which is probably going to be the real meaty stuff. Or no, let me... Before that. I closed the calculator. Let me pull it up again. Is it on screen? Yes. Okay. Let me just check how much attack he'll have on S2. So S2 1700. He'll have 40% attack. Times 1.4. And he will deal an extra 40% if that procs. If it doesn't proc, then I'm wrong, then whatever. Times 1.4. 3k. 3k and 300. 3300 damage per hit. Every hit. Always. It's quite strong, but it's not really what you would expect from a 6-star, I would imagine. I think people want more than that. So let's see. It loses 100 per second to enemies that have attacked you and yourself. Oh man, this translation is really bad. Let me see. Let's read from here. Lose 100 HP every second. This is nothing. It lasts 70 seconds, but like, he can probably survive with the module, I would imagine. Oh, they don't have a module. But with little healing, he can survive the whole skill duration. Enemies that have attacked and being attacked by Hoederer receive 200 true damage every second. Okay, so he's like that dog, that annoying dog from chapter 10 or chapter 11, something like that. No, I think it's 25% max HP. Well, we'll have to wait and see. But it doesn't make sense, they didn't say it. They usually say 25% HP every 7.5 seconds at best. I think it could be actually 25% of his max HP. It's way too much. Man, now I'm kinda back on liking that skill. Honestly, come on, way too much. Okay, let's continue looking at the S3. So okay, he's kinda like that annoying dog from chapter 11. That when he attacks you, you start taking arts damage, but he deals true damage. It's a true damage DOT. Increases range, now he has 2 tiles. Another 60% max HP. Okay, he isn't killing himself at all. He will go to like 11,000 HP or something crazy like that. Attack plus 120%. Attacks recover 5% HP and have 25% chance to stun for 5 seconds. Okay, synergy with his own talent. Lots and lots of damage. And his attack, let's calc this now. Let's bring in the calculator again. Okay. No, wait. Here, turn it on. So, his attack. 1700. He will get another 120%, right? Yeah, so times 2.2. That's how much damage he will do per hit. That's basically the damage of S2, a little bit more. By the way, this rotation is crazy. 50 seconds to charge and 70 duration. And only 10 seconds for the first time. This rotation is amazing. Okay. That's attack per hit. How much is the attack interval? It's 2.5, right? So 3740. That's how many hits? 28 times 3740. Okay, just from his basic attack, he will deal over 100 damage in those 70 seconds. And that's not considering the true damage. We can add like 200 true damage per second just to add the number. Plus 70 times 200. And there you have it. In one target, Hoederer will be getting to like 120k damage. Honestly, considering it's for such a long duration. Yeah, it's only 1700 DPS. It sounds like not that much for what I would expect for a 6-star. Even more so famous like Hoederer is. It doesn't look that overpowered, I gotta say. I think the strongest part of his kit is the HP that doesn't go down. Like even here he has a lot of healing, 5% per hit. And your guys are saying he heals 25% per hit on S1. This guy doesn't die. But he won't be the bullet to kill every boss. Because he doesn't have the damage himself alone. I mean, you can probably stall with him forever. Don't forget the stun multiplier and multi-target. That's true. I'm calculating everything for one target only, so I'm not gonna take into consideration the AoE. But that's right. That changes the damage too. But for this calc, we're gonna keep one enemy. It's still less than I would expect. But that's probably because they want him to survive more than to kill. But sure, if you want to imagine that every enemy will be stunned or bound, which you can achieve, you can just put Ethan in front of him. 720. We can multiply this by 40%. 1.4. By 70. It's a strong DPS. Not impressed. I'm more impressed about his survivability. Okay, let's turn off the numbers. Let's go back to his art for a moment. It's a cool art. That I liked. And Hoederer, my man, you're not for me. I'm impressed, like honestly, that he isn't as strong as I thought. But he's a wall, a wall that nobody's gonna get through. Okay, so next one on the list. The close Hoederer and the Copper. Finally some fucking good food. Oh yes. Copper is a cute smug bunny. Look at her. Look at that smug and that noi. Look at her face. And she has some big legs. Look at that. Excited. Copper, like you already. And she's a new class. This one's so cute. She really is. Copper, amazing. Okay, loop shooter. Oh yeah, they have this class will have the thing like the old show from She-Ra, where she had like the thing that you throw that is a loop that it comes back to you, kind of like a boomerang. Interesting. Project flight speed is 15, your tuning for speed is 3.75. Flight speed, that's something we'll have to worry about now. Where have we gotten? Isn't this just Jaeyoon? Isn't Jaeyoon just a normal AoE sniper? Jaeyoon? No. How do you say her name? Okay, Jaeyoon. Okay. Yeah, she's a normal AoE sniper. Yeah, she has the same loop thingy, but they will work different because the thing with Copper, I think I checked her a while back. The thing with Copper is that she can't attack again before her weapon comes back to her. So she's stuck being a very slow attacker. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I don't have anything to compare her with. 270, 106. 688 attack. That's a little bit lower than I would want, I think, for an AoE sniper that attacks is lower than normal. Because look, her attack interval is very quick. But we don't know how long the thing will take to come back. It depends on where it targets. Like if it's too far, she'll attack very slowly. If it's close, then she can attack fast. It's weird. It's a little bit lower than I would want, I think. Is she? Yeah, she's a 4-star. Great. 2200 HP. Very nice. 106 defense. That's some good HP. I like it. Very solid for a sniper. That's so weird. Jaeyoon still works on regular SPD mechanics, I think, while Copper, it will be based on distance to the hit. Pretty interesting though. Also sounds like a pain, to be honest. I guess you could just ignore the most part of her range and just play with and like point her in a way that she only uses the 8 surrounding tiles or something like that. Then she would become stronger, I would imagine. Fun. Sounds fun. Let's see. What else this Bunui has for us? Talent. When attacking, 25% chance that the attack power of the current attack will be increased to 160%. Wow, they are giving generic attack increases to 4 stars now? Let's see. 25% of 60 is only 15%. Okay, it's a 15% attack increase for her talent. Kinda sad. Isn't very interesting, isn't very fun. We take what we can get. S1. Power Strike. 3 hits. 230. It's a strong Power Strike. Not the best, not the worst. 3 is where you want to be if you want to be standard. The best ones are 2. Some of the bad ones are 4 or more. So, very strong. What else? S2. Attack plus 60%. Each attack launches an additional spinning projectile. So she attacks twice? So it's like a plus 120, but suffers from defense issues. The rotation is nice, 25-20. I like it. 10 seconds for the first one. Let me see. Let me pull the calculator back in. Being able to hit behind is good. Silver Gun. The new sniper archetype is insane. Yeah, I see it already. I didn't see it, but I know what you mean. Let me see. Let's bring in the calc. Let's calc how much damage this is. So, what's her attack? 688. She has the 15% from the talent. So let's get the 1.15. Because it's 25% of 60%, you guys get it. Then she increases by 1.6. And it's times 2. Unfortunately, since I don't know how long the thing will take to come back, I can't really calculate the full damage of the skill. But let's imagine it's somehow possible for the projectile to come back every second. I think it won't be possible, but let's just have a stroll in the land of dreams here and say she will hit 20 times in 20 seconds. 50,000. That's a lot of damage. Actually, it's not all that high. But that's on the good side of 4-star damage, I would say. But that's the most she can do. And that's not considering defense as well. DPS, 2500, very solid. I'm genuinely excited to play with her. We're eating good, man. We're eating good. We have a good Bunui with very big legs coming to us. Reception room, 10%. No, 30%. Oh, when communicating. Okay, so she has a 40%, but you have to have clues going. She keeps the boat floating. That's very strong. That's interesting. I like it. Yep, no module. Copper. I mean, it's no surprise. I really like Copper. 4-star, you know. I can't say no. But I think she will be strong. We'll have to see how long the projectile takes to come back, but she looks very strong and very cute. Plus points there. It's faster than every second if they're close. Okay, so that 50,000 is manageable. That's really good. She's going to be an amazing addition to the squad. I mean, look at that smug bunny. Next, Diamante. This guy looks like an NPC. Like, he doesn't look like an NPC that became a character. He just looks like an NPC to me. And the issue art? What is this? Is he playing with cards? No, that's a mask. Okay, so he has some of those Persona vibes going on. Okay, okay. He's a goat. What's his class again? Some kind of caster. What is this class? Original magician. What is that? Let's see here. Casters. Oh, it's a new class. So did count it. I mean, I guess. Or is he not? Like, what's his name again? Diamante. Let's go back. Let's see. Diamante. Yeah, he is a new class. Okay. Caster. I wonder what will be the name when he comes to Yen. Okay, okay. Let's see what this new class does. Let me just see. Yeah, I hit the stuff. Okay. So, trait. Attacks cause arts and can cause elemental damage. Okay. So he's kinda the supporter class we saw before. But he's a caster, so he will have more base damage. Maybe his elemental damage will do more stuff. I don't know. Let's check. Attack interval 1.6. It's the same attack interval that we saw on the supporter. What was her name? Valarqvin. Yeah, I think that was the name. Refraction? Not that coming back. What? Just in time to slander Lessing. We're getting there. We'll see what Lessing has for us in a moment. Okay, 1.6. Same attack interval as Valarqvin. His stats. Let's check. He's a 5-star, right? Yeah, 5-star. Right? Yeah. Double checking. 100, potential 6. Okay, 668 attack for a caster. Let me see what is Amiya's attack. I think Amiya is a good comparison. Okay, he's a little bit stronger than Amiya. Actually, what's her? Here, HP attack 70. Okay, so no, he is a little bit weaker than Amiya. It's on par with Amiya. Okay. Core caster stats. HP and defense very low. This is supporter stats. Supporter defensive stats here. 15 has. He looks very easy to kill. Keep him safe. This is core caster range as well. Okay. So they are trying to make core casters good again by creating another class that is not drone caster. Oh man, for how long will this keep going? Fraction got so powerful that they became a new class. Well, I'll have to see where this is going. The name translates to refraction. Got it, got it. Now it makes sense. Oh yeah, because of the translation. I wonder why Diamante became refraction. Oh well, whatever. Oh yeah, it's probably not translating there, it's probably something that the wiki left. Okay, let's see the talent. Only one talent? Okay, he's not from a chapter. When there is an enemy unit within attack range, there is undergoing a burst of apoptotic damage. It's the elemental damage that our operators will deal. Attack power plus 21%. Okay. Has generic attack increase, but conditional when some enemy is taking elemental damage. Okay. This guy wants to attack elites and bosses. He won't have the extra damage with normal enemies, probably, because they will just die. Okay. S1. Attack powers plus 1.10%. Plus 110%. So it's times 2.1. The attack will cause equal to 15% of elemental damage. Zart's damage. The target has elemental damage. The burst of equal to 50% of attack power to cause an additional elemental damage. Weird. Let me read on the toolbox, because I can't understand what's going on. What was his name again? Diamante. Heard the DPS from him and the Arturia isn't meta worth though. Shinzei, just counter Chad rolls our eyes. It's okay. We don't need meta damage. Our middling damage will save the world or something like that. Oh yeah, I was going to read. His S1. Where is his S1? Here. Okay, attack 2.1. Attack inflicts elemental damage, 15% of arts damage dealt. Okay. Now I get it. Because there is that 1000 and 2000 thing. Okay. The target has elemental damage. Deals an additional elemental damage equals to 50% attack. Okay. So let's check some numbers here. His attack. True, we don't need the meta. Believe in the bee hunter that believes in you. Exactly. Calculator. Let's bring the calculator in. Okay. Here. 668 attack times 2.1 because of the modifier. Okay, by the way, 30-20, that's a good cycle. I like this. Don't think there's any problem with that. 15% of arts damage equals to arts damage. Okay, so each hit will do that. So we can calculate here what's his 1.6, 20 for 1.6. 12 attacks. 12 times 1600. Okay. That's 19,000 damage during the skill just from his hits. And let's see how much. Actually, let me just do this. Okay, he has a basic DPS of 960. It's nothing impressive. It's on par with a lot of operators in the game. But yeah, let's see how much elemental damage he will do. 668 times 2.1 times 15%. Oh, I calculated it wrong. It's a little bit less than that 9 something. It's probably like 900. Whatever. Okay. He needs 5 hits to proc elemental damage on a normal enemy. Maybe with module and some other stuff, it gets to 250 and it becomes 4, but this is not a lot. Oh, maybe that's because that's why he has the 50 extra %, because the second hit onwards will do more. Let's see. 1300. Hey, it will do 900. Because this is 50%. And then you have the other 15% that, as we saw, was 210. So this is nice. He only needs 2 hits to proc the elemental damage. Okay, he's very quick. He's quicker than the supporter. I'd probably work out with Arturia or Vala. We'll get to Arturia in a second, I think. Yeah, Arturia will be soon. Okay, his damage is not all that impressive, but he can deal a lot of elemental damage. On S1, maybe S2 will be better. Let's see what S2 has for us. S2. ASPD plus 90. That's almost double damage. Attack 1 additional target? That's a caster targeting 2. That's like Asjin. That's kinda like Asjin on her S2. The elemental damage of the attack part, the target during the burst equivalent 75% because of additional elemental damage. Yeah, I can't read what Diamante has to say about his skills. The translation is not being very nice to me. Attacks deal elemental damage equal to 75% attacks to targets under the active effect of elemental damage. Okay, it's kind of the same thing as his other skill. God, I wish Jean had 90 SPD though. That's true. That would be amazing. She doesn't have much modifiers just because of the 2 targets. That 15% is gouge damage, and the 50% is true damage on enemies who are taking necrosis fallout. Okay, so it's not what I thought. Okay, so he is slow to deal elemental damage. By himself, he will only be able to do it on bosses, probably. But then true damage is 50%. 50% true damage is quite a lot. Considering that there aren't that many operators with true damage. We have a bunch of 6 stars, but he's a 5-star, right? Let me double check. Yeah, he's a 5-star. How many times did I double check his rarity? Oh well. That's another 5-star with true damage. That's very strong then. More than I expected. Perhaps they have a lot of trouble proccing it. Yeah, it's gonna be good for bosses. Taking enemy res into account. Oh, really? Elemental damage? Yeah, because it's percent of the damage dealt, right? Generally, ritualists can break the gouge and primary casters deal more damage to enemies with broken gouge. Makes sense. You gotta make them work together. I still won't deal elemental damage at all, so need somebody else to proc it. Got it. So he is very strong, but you need someone to help him. Okay. I'm impressed. You got me. I didn't expect that much from you, my guy. The only thing I expected from you was your name. That was cool, Diamante. Anyway, base skills. Okay, he has the skill that increases the probability of high precious metals. I don't remember, but we have some operators that have this one already. It's another option for whoever needs it at the time. No modules. Very cool. But, not gonna lie, he impressed me. This guy impressed me. I didn't see that he had true damage. That's very cool. True damage is always powerful. But I'm not gonna pull for him. No. Let's see. Same situation for me later on. Okay, I'll remember that. Feels like every 5-star has this base skill for some reason. Kafka, Tequila, Paprika. You can't even pull for him, lol. Is he a welfare? Come on! Hello, what do you mean, Pokemon? He's red cert. Okay, so I have to buy him. Like, I'm obligated to buy from the red shop. Still, I'm gonna leave him there because I'm not impressed. I am impressed. I'm just not impressed enough. Okay. Goodbye, my guy. Go back to playing Persona. Next, Bassline. It's another guy from the music people. What is his race? Is he like a Vulpo? That fluffy tail? Not really sure. So he's a healing defender. That icon there. Healing defender. Let's see. First thing I saw was this little wolf here. This would look great in the main screen. Well, I guess you'll get his legs out together with the wolf, but if you like it. Not impressed by his ritual art. The dog's nice, or the wolf, or the fox, whatever it is. I like the little thing. Oh man, Lupo. Okay, he's a wolf. Deep lore. Oh man. My gut got a cool ritual art. My guy got a cool ritual art, but that's about it. Lol. Bassline is such a hardcore name. It is. Bro actually outdoes art defenders in the aspect of just res alone. He probably can't actually outdo them, but it's funny. We'll see. Let's check what this guy does. By the way, for how long have we been going? For 2.5 hours. How many ones do we have left? Quite a few yet, but we'll figure it out. Let's keep going. So Lessing, 6-star. Wait, no, wrong one. I was on Bassline. I almost jumped through him. No. We gotta check the healing defender. Let me see if I did some comparison. Okay, I did some comparison for Bassline. Let me put it on screen. Lessing Scout, stop chanting. I guess translations brought us here. Oh, I wanted to slander Lessing. We'll get there. We're almost there. Let me put the numbers on screen, because I am comparing him to Hung and Nero, the other two 5-star healing defenders. Okay, Elite 2. Level 80. 100 Trust and Potential 6. Okay. HP. He's between Hung and Nero. He's very close to Hung. That is good. More HP on defenders, very nice. But he has less defense than both of them, which is not good at all. That just means he blocks less than the other two. His attack is the highest, so maybe he will heal a lot. And he has 10 has. Okay. It's just a healing defender, normal range. Power has plus 12. Okay, so he goes to 22. 22. Is it more than Shaw? I think Shaw only has 15, right? Because of the talent. Okay, so he has more has than Shaw. But he has less than Matterhorn. Okay, that's nice. A healing defender that can have more has, always good. I like where this is going. Let's see. S1, generic healing skill. 3 charges, 180%. Let me see. I put S1 on them. So let's calculate here. It's 4 seconds. What is the cycle on the other two? 4 defensive, 4 3 charges. Okay, it's the same skill as Nero. Let's just see how much healing it is. Bring the calculator on screen. Okay, so he has 523 attack times 1.8. 941. Yeah, he has the highest healing of them, which is nice. I don't mind that. People say they don't like Hung a lot, even though he proved himself on CC and stuff. Hung is always the guy that you want for those low SPD enemies with lots of SPD situations, but people still don't like him. But other than that, he will be stronger than Nero. Let's see for S2. I was talking about Diamante, by the way, for the cool Witch art. Okay. I didn't mind very much his looks. But he's fine, I guess. It's okay, he's got an R and S. He's got res. Now I get it. Oh, I want to... Okay, sorry. Let's go back. S2. S1's nice. Better than Nero. S2. Attack plus 80. Stop attacking and concentrate on healing surrounding healing friends. Let me just turn this off. Okay. Attack power plus 80. Stop attacking and concentrate on healing surrounding friendly characters. Each healing will give targets a... Oh, it gives shields. No, let me check. What is his name again? His name is weird. Bassline. He's based. Literally. Bassline. That's true. Okay, attack interval plus 1.3 grants a barrier. He gives shields that absorbs arts. Okay. So it's an art shield. It's kinda like Mudrock's shield. Except he doesn't get the extra defense only when they have shield. Okay. 60% of his attack. Won't be a big shield, but he can heal multiple times. So that's nice. Like interval increasing. It's kind of sad, but considering that he gives a shield, it's more of a balancing act than anything else. Although 60-60. Talk about a cycle for a healing defender. He's gonna heal like forever. Let's see how much is now. Am I crazy? Not this now. The other now. No, it's 40. 40-40. He actually has a... It's the same 50% uptime, but it's a larger cycle. How much is Gumo? I actually don't know the duration of Gumo's S2. I'm so sorry, it's 30-30. I think it's better for a healing defender to have a larger cycle like this. So I think he's just stronger than Ner'al. Except that he doesn't have the extra healing that Ner'al has in her talent. But honestly, that's very nice. 4 has for everybody around him. Has 22 has for himself. This guy is just as strong as a healing defender. When barrier is applied repeatedly, the absorb value will be reset to the upper limit. The barrier will last until the skill ends self-exists. Okay, so you can stack shield. That's something to keep in mind. Nurse has buff from talent and the mod, so Harris 1 should still be a little bit better. Tallulah found... Tallulah found that. Lol. Okay, base skills. Offs. 30. Not impressive. Searching damage frost after recruitment. Such buff 15 points. He's part of a combo that I won't try to understand. Those combos are weird. Maybe he does stuff that makes him worth it, even with the 10% that he's missing and offs. Module. Reduce damage received. Okay. So he kinda wants to tank. Okay. Rest plus 14 instead of plus 12. And plus 5 instead of plus 4 to surrounding. Not impressive. But reducing damage received, that's very good. Damage reduction, amazing. Although, for me, not impressed. You gotta do more than that to impress me, my guy. I'm sorry. Let's close Bassline and get to Lessing. Now change class anyway. That's true. Plus 19 res. Low-key, funny as hell. That is a lot of res. Giving res is not bad. That's pretty rare. Stop chanting. Will he stop chanting? Will we stop chanting? Maybe that's what he wants to know. Kirito. Is he Kirito? Kirito Janai? Stop chanting! Let's see his Ichu art. That's a nice quote. I like that. Ichu art. He's doing one of those super strong power-up jumps. He's just breaking everything around him. Charging that massive sword. And he has some big horns, man. It's kind of cool, this art. I kind of like it. So purple. Nice Ichu art. Let's even leave here. Look at that. Wait, this looks like that guy from... Noragami. It's Yato. That face is totally Yato from Noragami. You guys will have to check that by yourselves. It's literally Yato, okay? Let's go. Okay, he's a... Fearless. What's the name of the class? It's from Atoi, right? It's from Atoi class. Yeah, Dreadnought. That's what he is. Okay. Let me see if I have stats ready to compare with him. With the other 6-star Dreadnoughts. So let's bring that into the screen as well. There you go. Lol. Anyway, it's time to see the epic number. They're worse than Abyssal at Skadi. Okay, let's see. Let's see those numbers. E2, level 90, 100 trust, and potential 6. HP. He has more HP than the other two. That's very nice for a Dreadnought. Defense. He has the least defense of them all. So that doesn't balance with the HP, okay, whatever. Attack. He has one more attack point than Skadi. Okay, same attack as Skadi. Let's see what the talents do for us. First talent. When blocking, physical and arts damage received from enemies not blocked by himself are reduced by 35%. This is really nice. Because these melee classes with not a lot of defense, they struggle with ranged attacks. So this is great. 35% reduction from ranged attacks. Very nice. Second talent. After receiving damage, attack power plus 16% lasting 15 seconds. Cannot stack. Okay, so it just refreshes. Okay, the first talent can take effect on damage from any source. Okay. Also, okay, it can't be like DOT from the map or something like that. It has to be directly damage from any source, but he gets the damage reduction. Okay. Yeah, and the second tile resets. So he has a generic attack buff when he takes damage. Which is fine, I think. Like, he's a melee operator. He's gonna be taking damage all the time. He's gonna have that. It lasts for 15 seconds. That's a lot. So, his S1. It's not generic, it's a power strike. It's a 290% power strike with 2 SP. This guy has a broken power strike. It's in his class. Like, what is the class again? Dreadnought. Dreadnoughts have a lot of attack. This is a broken skill. At least bro got a niche. What's that HP in the face? What the fuck? It's okay. His mod's base stat sucks compared to Skadi. It's okay, but he doesn't proc on the enemy he's blocking. It's fine, because it's more to keep him safe from ranged attacks. I think it's good. It doesn't need to be generic, like all sources of damage. I think it's okay. Can't wait for Delphine. The only unique part of his moveset, not gonna lie. And this is Ignore. Let's see. Because this is one really good. Would sell me just on this if I liked his art enough. I think it's cool, but not enough. S2. After deployment, the effects of the first talent increase to 2.2 times, which is the damage reduction from ranged attacks. The attack power gets plus 6%, and 2 hits. So he becomes a sword master and gets 60% attack. This is a passive. I kinda dig this. It's a little bit weird, because we don't see passive skills all the time. But I think this is a nice effect. He survives more, you can put like him on the sidelines of a enemy caster lane that has casters going through and not coming directly to him. And you can have him on the side just attacking and tanking everything. Because 60% attack on... Let's see, how much is his attack? So he gets to like 1800. 1800 is a good attack. And 2 hits? That's nice, honestly. It's not over the top, but I think it's very strong. From Showcase, he dies quite easy to Big Bob. I mean, yeah, Big Bob has a lot of attack. And he doesn't really have defense. You shouldn't be throwing a guy like this who really doesn't want to block into Bob. Like, that's obviously not gonna go well. Who decided it was a good idea? He has 24 duration, so it's more like a Zector. Oh yeah! That's why I was thinking something was wrong. It has a duration. It's a passive. It's like a on deploy skill. It's not. Oh, come on. Now it looks now it looks less powerful. Didn't know Bob had that much attack law. Choose to using ranged attack against him. Yeah. But Skadi is good against Bob. That's why it was her event. Yeah. 24 seconds. This doesn't look very strong anymore. Because it is an on-deploy skill. It's still a lot of attack, don't get me wrong. 1800 attack. 2 consecutive hits. This is gonna chill through casters, which is probably what he wants to go through. Some snipers, some casters, some stuff with not a lot of defense. Although these days even casters have all the defense in the world. But I think that's the case. He kinda wants to specialize against ranged enemies. And this would be fine for that. He would kill everything. He won't kill bosses like this though. Because bosses usually have a lot of defense. But let's see. S3. This is probably the powerhouse. 40-20. Not looking great there. Self-immune to abnormal conditions. Lot of HP increase. How much he goes to? He goes to like 8,000 HP. That's nice. That's like Hoarder's levels of HP. Take that as you will. When attacking a blocked target, it will cause 220% of the attack power. Okay. So he doesn't have a attack modifier, except whoever he is blocking. So now on S3 he wants to block. Which goes against the rest of the kit, I would say. But 220, let me just quick type it this here. Let me just see. 1129 times 2.2. That's 2500. That is a decent attack. But it's definitely not gonna be on par with the broken operators that they've released so far. I kinda feel like it's on the same boat as Hoederer. Like, he's strong, but he doesn't feel broken. I guess Hoederer feels broken because he heals forever, but this guy is just a good operator. That's about it. He doesn't have something very special about him. Oh well. 2500 attack? I would be sold. But I'm sure a lot of people won't. When the operator is in an abnormal state, he can release skills and clear a normal state, but it will cause 600 damage of spell damage to himself. Okay. He takes damage when getting rid of the debuffs, but I think that's fine. He will get a lot of HP. Don't think that's a problem. That's just flavorful if anything else. Okay. But the time isn't very nice. And like, is the comparison on screen? Yeah, you guys can see the numbers. So, I mean, now S3, 4700 attack, 47,000 attack during the skill. Skadi, 85,500. How much is this guy gonna do during the entire duration? Let me check. We should do this properly. Give the guy a chance. A fair fight. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Heli drop. Yeah, I got that. 7 seconds minimum redeploy time too. Yeah, probably he probably will get the same module as Skadi and it will be fine. J clears anyway. Might be funny with his next mod. Skadi S2 lasts 30 seconds and plus 170% attack. Better versus high armor. That's true. That's why I was saying he kinda specializes on casters, snipers, stuff like that. Poor guy joined the archetype 2 years too late. Maybe if Neralter didn't exist, he would be fine. Fun fact, Hoederer and Lessing are 40 places apart in a CN sorter tier list. Lol. Lessing is literally one place higher than Video in say tier list. Now, we won't get into this today, but I think Video is strong. The only good stuff from his kit is the immunity to stats. Sen just doesn't like goated D2 art. IMO S3 should have lasted longer, 30 seconds perhaps. Remember, defense exists Man, looks like the selling point of his kit is skills to Signor. Based Kuma. Lol. Did you sweep? Okay, let's calculate this. The calculator is on screen. So, the whole attack. Let's say he blocks something for the entirety of the skill. So 1129 times 2.2. That's the 2500 I was talking about. What is his attack interval? 1.5. So 24 for 125. 24. Okay, 13 times 2483. That's 32,000 damage. Let's see. Yeah, that's way lower compared to Nerl and Scotty. Well, not everything can be broken. I'm actually happy with this. It's nice to see some operators not just break the bank every time. Base skills. Okay, processing elite materials. He always spends 4 mood. No, he always spends 3 mood and he has an 8%. Okay, so he can make 8 tier 5 materials at 80%. That's nice. That's helpful. If you want to play with him, if you wish on him, he's gonna do some great things at the base. Although you probably want to save those 90% skills for those T5 materials. But if you don't have, 8%, really good. Module. Attacking block at 15%. And he gets an extra damage when being attacked. Okay. Wait, doesn't he revive? I thought this was the reviving module. Is it not? Whatever. He has a great... he has a cool art. He's Yato. But for me, no. You gotta be much cuter than that to surprise me with a 6-star. So no, I'm ignoring this guy. Okay. Agreed. Another text salty and I just break down. His stream 3 has salt. Let's go. That's for Scotty. And TR got the revive module too as second module. Okay, so they have 3 different modules. I thought it was only the revive and the redeploy. Oh well. You just don't like the ghost. Thanks for bringing up Yato, much better mental image than Kirito there. See, we did something great today. We saved some lives. Sure, Viviana. This is someone who a lot of people was excited about, but let me tell ya, I am not as much. I like Vivi. Her lore is great. I appreciate who she is as a character. I really liked her. But look at this. This skin. It's basically Viviana, right? So why Viviana exists? That's my thought. And you can say, no, Kuma, it doesn't look anything like Vivi. In my heart it does, okay? But we'll give Viviana her fair time under the lights. Let's see. That's a lot of hair and that's a lot of cloth. I'm lost in this art. I'll be honest, the artist went full on out on this one. So much that my brain can't comprehend it. Is she doing like the Megumin thing where she holds the staff between her legs and stuff? Well, we'll leave with that. Viviana does the Megumin thing. Let's see. The redeploy is only for Skadi because the upgrade boosts her deploy talent. Redeploy is the module. Skadi. Oh yeah, makes sense. My mistake. Mal, people shit a bit too much on her moveset in my... I know, right? So not people generic nice community. To be honest, Vivi and Posey have the same artist, so that's probably why they look similar. Yeah, that makes sense. So pretty. I don't understand it. I'm sorry. Candles. Yeah, she's the candle knight after all. What do you think? She's okay, I think. People salty she doesn't have a nuke like in CC8. Well, let's check that then. And let me bring the stats already because, well, as we know, Vivi, Arts Guard. And you know where the problem comes with Vivi being an Arts Guard? Vivi has to be compared to Surtur. I'm sorry, we can't run from it. 6 star, 6 star, will be compared. I wish I didn't. Let's go, Arts Guard. Let's see her stats. Ichu, 90, 100, and potential 6. Okay. HP, same as Surtur. Attack, has a little bit less than Surtur. Defense, a little bit more than Surtur. Okay, okay. I get you. Let's see. Talent. First talent for Viviana. Arts damage plus 9%. Physical and arts damage received minus 90%. When there are lethal or boss enemies within the attack range, these effects increase it to twice. Okay, so she has plus 18% and minus 18% against bosses. That's good. That's very strong right there. I like where this is going. Let's see, let's see. Maybe they wanted her to power creep Surtur or something. Another, she should have had Res Ignore and died explode. Let's go. No, she should have had explosions. I'll see, but I mean, considering that she was an enemy, there's a lot you would expect from her. That was the whole thing she had, right? She attacks with a candle, she does arts, and then she explodes everyone. Let's see. Second talent. When attacking elite leaders, there's a 20% chance that only resist melee attacks, chance of gaining a layer of shield. I don't get it. I'm gonna read here. No, it's talent. Talent. There's a 20% chance to gain 1 layer of shield. Okay. Okay, look, you guys know that shield is broken, right? 20%? How much is her attack interval? It's only 1.5. She's gonna have 1 shield every 5 seconds. That is broken by itself. We'll see where the skills go, but this by itself, 1 shield every 5 seconds, broken. Skills. Let's see what you guys have to say about that. Girl has horrible competition, lol. Yeah, what can you do about it? Surtur wins by sheer basis of screaming, "Ora como no!" Sorry, that came out very bad. Poor Surtur. Forget her kit, her animations are mid-AF. Well, that's sad. Such a horrible restriction considering how many bosses have ranged attacks. It has to be melee attacks? That only block... Oh, yeah. So, if you try to deploy her on the sniper, bro, it's not gonna do anything. It's still, like... There's enough enemies right there, out there who have melee attacks. This will be fine. I still think it's broken. What song is this? It's really good. It's some jazz music that I got in the YouTube audio library. I am sorry, I do not know which song it is. Anyway, S1. Yeah, we have the comparison on screen. S1. The next attack is increased to 200, and it attacks twice in a row. Okay, so this is kinda like Moose. Let me see. I actually don't know how Surtur skills work, so I'll have to check that as well. But this is kinda like Moose. Yeah, it's a little bit higher modifier. Yeah, it has more. Moose is 175, Vivi is 200. But Moose has a debuff. And Moose does the 2 hits on talent, Vivi does on skill. It's a 4-second power strike. This is nice. But it's just arts damage. I am not impressed by this skill alone. Arts power strikes are a little bit harder to be impressed by, I feel like. Let's see. Hypergriff really wanted Arturo to shine, so they forced the other 2 guards to only work when they're blocking someone. Fun fact, her skills increase that chance. Fair. To banger, what the fuck. Sorcerer S1 is a bit on the same, except doesn't do the buff as Moose. Let me see. Let me see what Sorcerer does on her S1. Okay, it's a high modifier, but it's a single hit. But she can recover all the SP if she kills. I think they are balanced. Because this is 200, but it's 2 and it's art, so it's more like 400. But she doesn't recover SP. The thing is, Surtur is offensive and it's 2 SP. I think they are quite comparable with their S1. Big fan of Surtur S1 and S2. I find when you look at it like that, this is a fair skill. Just like Surtur S1. It's a fair skill. S2. Viviana S2 gives her 40% attack, plus 160 defense, plus 1 block, and attack, and she becomes AoE guard. 25-35 is a great cycle. I would want this cycle on a lot of my operators. Each attack has 20% chance to turn into a double hit with 150% attack. And steal attack speed points from the target up to 40, lasting until the skill ends. Or Viviana leaves the field. How much ASP did she steals for hit? Does it say? Stealing 40 attack speed from the target up to 40 points. No, it's like she does 1 hit and she gets the 40 SPD. That's very strong. Like, imagine deploying her against a Mudrock Golem, for example. She's never gonna take damage. She's gonna take the 40 SPD, the Golem not gonna do anything. She's gonna hit a bunch of times and gonna get a lot of shields. That's very nice. I like it. The skill turns her into 6-star aesthesia. Masteries don't increase that chance on double hit. 20%. Nope. It's 20% all the way. Oh yeah, no, now I understand. It's 20% to steal the SPD. It's still... like, it's kind of the same thing, like 1 every 5 hits from her shield. I like this. I'm impressed by this skill. I think it's a very interesting, very fun skill. Has a lot of defense to block the bosses. Just like a defender that isn't a defender. I like this one. Let's see S3. And then we compare the damage to Surtur. Okay. Let's see. It's a 25-15 skill. Extends the attack interval to 2.1. Or no, it's not 1.6. It's 1.25. Okay. Increases to 1.75. Kinda slow. Not too slow. Plus 110% attack. Plus 90 defense. And plus 15% res. She's all out on the defense here. Attack becomes a 2-hit combo. Guaranteed. The triggering probability of second talent is increased to 2.5 times. So it goes from... Let's see. 20% goes to 50%. 50% chance to get a shield. It's kinda short. You kinda would like her to survive forever with this skill. But she will survive for 15 seconds no matter what. It doesn't have as much attack as Surtur. We'll calculate in a moment. And like, I mean, Surtur you can make survive forever if you want. If you really put your thought into it. But I think this is really good. Priority given attacking elite or leader enemies. So yeah, even if she's not blocking, she will still attack the boss. Like if you have, you could even think about it that way. You could have Surtur tanking the boss, and then you deploy her in the back, and she will still attack the boss. You could have both of them, just saying. When used for the second time and thereafter, the attack distance is plus when attack becomes a 3-hit combo. And duration, there you go. Now we're talking. Look, we can say that this is on Surtur. We'll make the numbers in a moment. But it would be a mistake to say that this is not a very, very strong skill. It is. It is a broken skill. It's too many shields for 25 seconds. And like, you don't even have to wait too much. It's 25 SP. Like, this is... Viviana is broken, okay? She might not be the broken you want, but she's broken. But Dragoblins have 6-second attack timer, so Viviana can tank them about permanently. Exactly! Wait, since attacks hit 2 enemies and has 20% of attack, does that mean she 20% increased to 75%? I don't know if double hits would proc the talent. I imagine not. But maybe, who knows, 6 stars. This skill looks like have a great cycling. It does. Yeah, it feels super short, but at least it allows her to use it twice as fuck. Super fast. I got lost there. Same with shield, it's 20% chance. Yeah. The talents, I don't know. I imagine not, but maybe yes because it's a 6 star. Second use duration should be a little longer though. I think 25 is fine, as it is. With triple hit, she has 3 chances of getting a shield. If it actually works like that, she will have a shield basically always. Everyone gangsta until you fail the shield. Look, check multiple times in a row. Yeah, pain. Let's bring the calculator. It's time to bring pain to Vivi. Let's first get her attack interval. So it's 1.75. We will ignore the first cycle. We'll just check the second cycle. So 25 for 175. She does 14 hits through her skill. How much is her attack? 774. 14 hits. Do not forget. Times 2.1. Okay. Times 14. Oh wait, it's not only 14. It's times 3 because it's 3 hits each. Okay, this is the damage throughout her skill. Which is, let me see, Surtur. I actually only calculated Surtur's DPS, so let's divide this by 25. It's the same as Surtur. The only difference, Surtur will either kill herself, or you're gonna have to spend a lot of resources keeping her alive. Or you have Vivi, who will have the skill for 25 seconds, and then it will end. But until then, she's just as immortal. She will have a lot of shields. The DPS is the same. What do you guys think about that? I mean, that's totally broken. Oh boy. Second use duration should be a little longer though. Oh yeah, everyone thinks that. But Surtur is a multi-target. That's true. Surtur hits AoE, you can kill a lot of small enemies together. That number of Surtur is like against one enemy, right? Yes, I calculated everything on one enemy. Because that's mostly how it goes. Maybe I shouldn't have done that for the AoE casters like I did for Santalla, but I did everyone on the same. And in this case, you could see a difference. Let's say you have a bunch of elites coming, or you have 2 bosses together. Not sure. But I think if you have one boss and you're trying to tank that boss very well, Vivi is just as broken. If not more. Because you can just leave her alone and maybe she survives forever. Assume Surtur's DPS will be way higher if she is hitting multiple people. Yes, you just multiply that number by the number of people. So your skill DPS into account the rising ignore? Of course not. I'm not taking into account death and rest at all. So yes, there are things to think about. But I do not change my mind. Viv is broken. Broken as fuck. Base skills. Control center. Generic. Manufacturing station. In the control center, tonight operator has plus 7% productivity. Okay. Has some Casimier's synergy here. 7% productivity, that's a lot if you kinda use all of them. So her base skill is very strong. And doesn't have a module. Okay. Vivi. I'm impressed. You surpassed my expectations. Still, that's pretty impressive for Viviana. I run ganks until enemy has 60 plus res. Then you don't use an arts guard, please. What are you doing? Anyway, let's turn off the data. And let's bring Vivi. As much as she impressed me, and as cool as she is, I'm not gonna pull for Vivi. Like, come on. It's me. Did you guys really expect something else? Actually, there you go. Just a little bit out of place there. I think the guy up there is also not. It's fine. It's fine. You guys don't worry about it. Nobody will worry. Okay. Next on our list. Let's see. So we've not going in any seaboard event. Yeah, kinda. Brain Vivi module gives her more ASPD. You want more shields? Wait, Viviana is voiced by Mal? And that same pose from Narumaya. No, Shins, it's Megumin, look at that. S3 low-key feels unsatisfying with that speed. I mean, I guess, that's a problem. But it's because she gets 3 hits, you know, so... It can be unsatisfying, but the damage is still there. The shields are still there. Base art, guards module giving has ignore, for real, for real. She looks okay, but I need some another art that I need to. We'll wait for the skins. Well, next one! Ooh, look at who we have. Man, we have a lot still. Like, what the fuck? This doesn't end. I've been here for 3 hours. You know what? We're gonna have to wait. 3 hours is way too much. Tomorrow I finish it. Tomorrow we finish this. How many did they look? 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 10 left. I can't keep going. I'm so sorry. But I'll finish tomorrow. Any lasting thoughts of the operators on screen? Oh boy. Most likely its guys will have survivability modules like Mush or Dreadnought. I have killed the problem too, much hair. The animation is so based, Arturia finally. Sorry, not today. Shape the heart. Shape the heart. No, but Leto! It will be tomorrow, Ruby. She's a little bit further in. Good night, Billy. Gonna take a shower and see if I can make it to Zuli. Tomorrow. We'll be back again. Well, good night. It was nice today. We'll be coming back tomorrow to keep going with the 10 operators left. Arturia, Gentle from Boku no Hero, Harold, Leta, our good girl, our good bear, Degan Brasher, Warmy, Ray, Wanchin, Grainbuds, Jolie, Shu, and Kerstil. So, until tomorrow, until next time, bye-bye.